Milk Crate Marauder.
I let a bitch get away with something last night. I shouldn't have let her get away with it. Yeah.
Put a foot to her ass.
Well, you said put a foot to her ass?
Right on, baby.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Put a foot to her ass. That's just what I'm going to do. Wow.
All right, here's Stuttering John with Conan O'Brien.
No, that's a different tape, Howard. That's the other tape machine.
Yeah.
This is a whole different night.
Yeah, I get you.
Now, what happens is John starts to interview Conan, and Conan knows who we are, so he's being like a little sticky and everything. And then he turns the whole interview around on John.
Really?
Yeah, he starts hammering John. John, I think, started getting upset.
Hey, Conan, can we ask you a question? How are you, man?
Good to see you.
You know.
Yeah.
So is it true that Jackie Gleason dead gets bigger ratings than you alive?
We're comparing them. It's close, actually. He just nudges a little ahead.
That is true, you know. That is true. The honeymooners beat out Conan.
Oh,
Conan's glowing that he got a new 5-year contract. They finally gave him a contract. You know that it's an option to probably cancel every 13 weeks.
I don't know. Warren Littlefield seems to think that he's
something's
doing
going on.
Something there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, everyone's saying he's it now.
He's the man. All right.
That Charles Grodin show, he started out by going, I was talking to Conan O'Brien saying these Stern guys are outside accosting people, and Conan agreed with me.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Is it in Andy Richter's contract that he has to stay fat?
No, it's not, actually. No, that's not true.
Who do you respect less, Letterman or Leno?
I respect them both equally. You are the true giant in this business, Stuttering John.
Do women like men with red pubic hair?
In my experience, no.
Didn't Bob Wright fire you?
He did twice. I just didn't pick up the phone. And I'm still here 4 years later.
Will you be firing your band soon?
I don't think so. We're going to keep them for a little while longer. They perform free at weddings.
Would you ever have homo sex with Andy?
We've done it once. Well, we tried, actually. But he got scared and ran away.
See, he used to run away from you. Another time that you ran away from me that time, I didn't understand that.
Because we put your band on the show.
That was funny. And I'm going to talk to you about that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I do wonder why.
So did you really, let me ask
Why don't you have me on it?
Let me ask you a few
questions. Let me ask you a question.
Howard said that you ran up a huge bill at a hotel.
Yes, I did.
Smoked a lot of marijuana, and you made him look bad. Is that true?
The first two were true. I don't think I made him look bad. I certainly made me look bad.
He said that you had a much larger entourage than he did. Is that true?
Yeah. Hey,
You've got an entourage and Howard doesn't?
No, Howard does, but not as big as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Howard's not, he doesn't have this, Anyway, let me ask you a question.
That's the way to deal with you.
There you go.
Why haven't you been on the show? We had you on once.
Yeah, no, you had me on 5 times.
Well, no, we had him
five times.
We had him on, and you were good when you showed the tape.
Oh, look,
which is funny. You were good when you showed the tape, and then you did the whole heavy metal thing.
Yeah.
And that depressed everybody.
No, I don't think so. In fact, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Why haven't I been on the show?
Because we got Norman Fell instead. We had to bump you. He was Mr. Roper, remember him? You haven't reached that stage yet, Stuttering John.
You're not going to give me an honest answer.
Wow. Well, what do you want? Why wouldn't we have you on all the time? Is that the question you have?
No, I mean, I haven't
been on. You don't even make it into Howard's movie.
Just a minute.
Yeah, at the very end. You can't get into Howard's movie after being with him for how many years now is it?
Yeah.
That was depressing.
It's very depressing. He wasn't around at the right time.
Oh, he's really handling it.
He just found the cure for AIDS.
Yeah.
See, I went in just to talk to... I didn't know he was going to add this. This is like more just like a conversation.
Oh, I see.
And then he just boomed on me.
Wow. Ripping you a new a-hole.
Where were you? I'm curious.
What's that?
What do you mean you weren't around at the right time?
No, because I wasn't around in 85.
I see. That's the saddest explanation I ever heard.
We have to work every day. I don't want you to have to work now, but yeah.
All right, good to see you again. You'll be on soon.
John's dismissing him.
Yes,
Usually
they're running from
He's not going anywhere.
He's listening to you now.
Yeah.
Hearing what you goofing about.
That's right.
That might be the way to go.
Right.
Everybody before doing an award show should listen to this show.
I happened to bump into Milk Crate during my midday meal. I brought over me grandmum to greet the marauder. He poured his soup into my shirt pocket, then proceeded to give me granny an open-mouth kiss. Me nanny is now head of security for the Milky One.
Peace and love, peace and love.
Hey, Stuttering John is going to be broadcasting from the House of Miracles today. We're going to be talking to him.
What's that? Could that be Jesus in the window?
Yeah.
Is that our Savior and Lord?
Woof, woof.
Could that be Jesus in the window? Or is it just a friggin' fraud?
Stuttering John broadcasting from the Miracle House over in Jersey. They spotted Jesus in a window.
It was the Virgin Mary.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, John.
There's a big difference.
Where exactly are you?
I'm in Perth Amboy, New Jersey.
This is one of those retarded situations where the dude, whoever owns this house, a lady, a dude, claims that the Virgin Mother, her image is appearing in the window. So now everybody's
moving around. First it appeared in the middle window. It's like a 3-window deal.
Yeah.
And then it jumped over to the left window.
You know it's condensation, but okay, let's not quibble.
I like that it's moving around in the window.
I like that it's in a window in Jersey. I think it's Bayonne.
It's always Jersey.
I mean, this is definitely, God didn't choose a good neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you in a black neighborhood?
I would say Hispanic. Even on the house, there's some sign that's telling us, what time they're going to have the let people in the house, but it's all in Spanish. I can't understand it.
Huh. So they actually have viewings.
Yeah, and there's there's about 200 candles in front of the house, and people just come here and light candles. It's like a church.
Well,
and
of course, the Virgin Mother was there.
Are there people outside the house?
No, there's a bunch of blockades set up, but there's no people here yet.
Can you see the Virgin Mother? Are you allowed to go to the house?
I can see the window, and I can see a reflection in the window, from the light they have up there, but, they're not letting anyone in yet.
Has anybody seen this on the news? Have they shown the window?
No.
Hi, ma'am. Are you here to see the, Jesus? Oh, she doesn't speak English.
Oh, that would be great.
John, refer to it as the miracle. Are you here to see the miracle?
No, it's actually the Virgin Mother. Sunday saw miracle? Yeah, Sunday saw miracle?
I don't know. What is this? And the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the windows. I see beautiful yesterday. Beautiful, same thing yesterday.
You saw the Virgin Mother, ma'am?
This is everybody. I live in the Perth Amboy. That's a surprise for the mother. Everybody happy.
Does she?
I'm not confused.
Does she help
I like you? I love you, mother.
Does she help you? Ma'am, this is Jesus. Did the Virgin Mother help you?
Howard, she doesn't understand what you're saying.
Okay. All right.
But they're our first two visitors. There's a man here. Are you here to see? Are you here to see the miracle? Hello.
Hi. This is Howard Stern on the radio. How are you?
All right. How are you?
All right. Are you there to see the miracle?
Yeah, I see it.
Have you seen it yet?
Have you been inside?
Yeah.
You have seen her. Is it really? Yeah. Is it really the Virgin Mother?
Oh yeah, I can see the Virgin.
It's not like some rain or condensation. It's really the Virgin Mother.
Oh yeah.
Did you touch the window?
Oh no, I don't touch the window. I'm not going out there. I gotta go by work now.
He's going to work.
You're going to work now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good thing. That's a miracle.
All
right. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, man.
Hey, the miracle, you got a job.
But there's,
I wonder what work he's going to.
He's the president of IBM. He works for Jeff Schick.
But there's people starting to come now. I guess, it's getting morning. So,
We might have to go down there ourselves, Robin.
Yeah, might have to set up a truck.
Yeah, we might have to set up like a tent and a...
I can see the window, though. I can't see any... I guess you got to go inside the house to see it.
Why would you have to go inside?
Yeah, why shouldn't you be able to see through it?
I don't know, because people when I saw in the news, they all go inside and then look outside and see it,
Do
you know what time they let you in the house? Yeah, do you know what time they open?
Yeah, in the morning. Maybe not, or now. Maybe open now.
Yeah, you think it's open now? I don't know. Do you want me to call you back? I'll try and get inside the house.
Yeah, get inside the house and let me tell me what you see.
Okay.
All right, dude.
All right.
And maybe you can get your butt healed.
Yeah, put your buttocks up next to... Imagine he puts his naked hemorrhoid ass on that window. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, look, how's the door open?
What, the door's open?
Yeah, we can go in.
Well, go ahead. Go in there.
Come on, we're going to get shot.
All right, listen, you're not going to get shot. Just go in there and act like a real reporter.
Okay. Hold on. It's dark in here.
Oh, no.
I hope you live.
House.
Anybody there with you?
I have the camera crew.
Well.
Hold on. Hello? Hold on. All right. I'm in the house now.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going up the stairs. I hope this ain't like robbery or anything.
I don't know. Yeah, who?
No, No, I think this is like an apartment, I guess. So this is the outside of the stairs. Oh God, there's a statue of the Virgin Mother and holding baby Jesus. All right, hold on. I'm gonna knock on the door now.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's the Spanish Disney World, I think, over there.
All right, let me see what. I hope the guy doesn't have a shotgun.
Damn right. Are you with anyone? I mean, are the people?
Hi. Is it too early to see the miracle? It's too early?
Tell me you have hemorrhoids. Tell me you have hemorrhoids.
¿Dónde está Maria? Yeah. Can we come in and see it? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm okay. All right, I'm in the house, Howard.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll go over and take a look.
I'm going.
Is it too early for the Virgin Mother?
We never have this kind of success.
Okay, I'm in the house.
Who are you talking to over there?
There's a woman who just, let us in. There's a big poster of the guardian angel here. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, is this the window right here?
I'd be scared. I'd get the hell out of there.
So I got to stand here?
Oh, you got to stand in a certain place.
All right, Howard.
Can you see it?
I don't see anything.
Are you looking in the window?
Yeah, I'm looking in the window. I see a crack.
Do you see the Virgin Mother?
Do they see it?
I don't see the Virgin Mother.
Ask her where it is. Maybe you're at the...
Mi amiga, ¿dónde está María? Can you show me the point? ¿Dónde está? I love you. Okay. Okay.
Afuera, para arriba. Desde aquí para allá no se ve.
I should have brought a translator.
Yeah.
I think she's... You know what, guys? Turn off the camera light for a second. Let me just see if I can see without the camera light.
Yeah, go ahead. It's probably the light screwing it up.
All right. You know how I got to... When I saw it on the news, it looked like you could see something, but I can't...
What kind of pot are they smoking over there? Are they... Must be some of that Colombian bud.
Oh, see... Outside...
Some confusion, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you see us?
Sí. De abajo.
Watch John get convinced. He's so gullible.
I know.
He's going to end up living there.
He's going to become a member of whatever this is.
Yeah.
So Madonna is outside. So I guess you got to look from the outside in, but how can you do that? It's on the second floor. Howard, when I was watching on the news, everybody was looking at it from, from in here.
Yeah, from outside, she'll be backwards. You don't want to see her butt. What?
We sent John on the right day.
I know. Jesus, I don't know how to speak Spanish.
On the news today, they're saying that today is the day that the sun is going to walk because of the miracle.
What son?
What son?
The whole deal is that this woman's son tried.
Hold it, Gary. I'm in the house now with John. You might need... What? You might need my assistance.
Okay, so she's trying to lift the window and show us. I hope she doesn't ruin the thing.
Tell her to hurry. My eggs are getting cold. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Stuttering John is at the miracle.
We are on the...
Oh, yeah. She said that you got to look from the outside looking in.
How do you do that? You're on the second floor. Ask her how you're supposed to do that.
How do you do that?
De aquí para allá no se ve.
Oh, you right.
De abajo para arriba. De adentro para...
Anybody know what she's saying?
You speak Spanish.
Tell her mis sabios te pesca en la cocina.
Porque de este lado no se ve, no se ve lo reflejo.
Oh, ¿cómo está?
Sounds like a language lab.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, it's like a shrine in here, Howard, too. There's a...
So you don't see anything in the window, and she's...
Oh, hi. Sorry, you speaking? Where do you see the Virgin Mary?
He look into the outside. He look into the margin and the window.
So you got to be outside. So downstairs? Okay, so I guess we got to go back downstairs, Howard, and then.
Then why'd they let you in?
Because I guess like I said on the news, they let everybody in. So
they went in the house not to see anything?
Okay, now the woman's coming over. She's gonna light a candle. There's a table full of 50 candles.
Well, maybe if she lights the candle, she'll appear.
In front of the window? Is the candle in front of the window?
Yeah, it's like right below the window.
And what does she have? A son that can't walk?
Right. The deal is that it's Ramona's the mom and Ramon is the son. And Ramon fell out of a window, according to this article, but I heard that he jumped out the window. He was trying to commit suicide about a year ago. So 3 weeks ago, the Virgin Mother came to him, and that's helping him get better. And today's the day he's supposed to walk.
Oh, beautiful.
I see the Virgin.
Okay.
He's like in the house, just hanging out with him.
Is he awake? Who speak to Ramon? Does he speak any English? Habla inglés? No, he doesn't speak English either.
Ramon doesn't speak English? How old is he?
Tú tienes años, Ramón.
Ramón.
¿Cuántos años, Ramón?
38.
28? He don't. That's 28.
And he can't speak English?
No speaking the English?
No speaking.
No, I think he's 38. Is it 30?
No. 20.
20? 30. 3.
38?
Yeah, 38.
Oy vey.
How old is Ramona?
Ramon's probably been here since he's 11.
Oh, I thought it was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. John, I don't understand. You're just standing there, like in the house with the family?
Yeah, I'm in the living room. I'm right by the couch. Living room
What's
couch.
for breakfast?
And what are they doing? Just walking around while you're there?
No, actually, Ramona is cooking something on the stove.
Right.
And she's now starting to release. But
maybe you ought to sit down and just eat some breakfast with them.
That's what I was saying. What is for breakfast?
I got a feeling she's super religious, so she'll feed anyone.
That's probably why.
What are you cooking for breakfast there, Ramona? What are you cooking for breakfast? Did you get some coffee brewing?
Yeah. Tell you need a cup of coffee.
Okay, so, what time is breakfast being served? Is she going to be cooking breakfast?
I'm only every day.
Oh, so she cooks breakfast for everybody. Oh, yeah, she does cook breakfast for everybody.
You too?
Yeah, I guess so, because she's got a bunch of cups here. I guess she cooks for people.
Oh, man.
What's going on? Hey, she's a nice lady.
I need to see.
She's a nice lady.
She let us in.
Yeah, we need to get down there. Where in Jersey are you?
This is the Amboys, Perth Amboy.
Oh, Perth Amboy.
Is that far down?
Yeah, that's pretty far down.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
How many minutes outside of Manhattan?
It took us about a half an hour outside of Manhattan.
Half hour outside of Manhattan, you're in another world. It's unbelievable.
Well, the Virgin Mary visits down there.
Yeah.
Howard, there's a picture on the wall with a guy in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
And he's holding 245.
245 guns?
Yeah. and it looks like it's a member of the family, I think.
You sure you didn't travel to Rio de Janeiro?
Is it the cousin or something? Is that you?
That's Pontius Pilate.
Oh, I guess it's their relative from Santo Domingo.
Oh, hey, you need it. Great. You got to go outside and stare at the window.
Okay, that's
all right. We'll check in with you later, and then we'll talk to some people who are out there.
All right.
All right, dude.
See you later, man.
All right. Be safe.
All right.
John.
Hey, Howard, I'm here with a man who's explaining to me where it is, and our cameraman Pete does see the Virgin Mary, and this gentleman's saying I don't see because I don't have faith. So, that's true. You talk to Howard.
Hey, hi.
Hey, Howard.
So you see the Virgin?
He don't have no face. That's why he don't see nothing.
Who?
You only see like a shadow on the glass.
Yeah, but maybe you guys are so sort of. I'm just putting this out there. Maybe you guys are so in love with the Virgin Mother that you want to see her so bad that you're making yourself see her.
No, I don't make it myself. It's not the people that they see it. It's not only me that they can see the Holy Mary over there. It's not the people over here. It's not only me.
So you see the Virgin Mother.
That's correct.
And and is she standing? Is she kneeling?
What's she wearing?
Yeah. Describe her, if you could.
Just holding like a baby. I can see the eyes. I can see the arms. I can see her face. I can see the eyes. It's lean by the right hand side.
Really?
Is it big or is it small? This image you see.
I don't hear it too well.
Well, why should only the faithful see it? Why shouldn't everyone see it? If I saw that, I'd be down there in a second.
I don't know, Howard.
You better get out of there.
Something guy's saying that I should go to church because I don't see it. So
yeah, they get mad at you if you don't see it.
No, but I see what they're talking about. I can see the shape of the head and I see the hands.
Right.
But I just don't see the face.
And what is it? A crack in the glass?
No, it's like when we were upstairs, it looks like it's condensation, but it's only it's just like permanent. It's like it isn't like you put your finger on it and rub it away.
It's like crystallized glass. It's like from a crack in the glass.
Yeah.
And then when the light hits it, you can kind of pretend to see Jesus or Virgin Mother.
You see what you see, and it's like an ink blot.
Right. It's an ink blot.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it safe to say that Ramon will not be walking today?
I would think so.
All right, you better get back here. Just hang out there for a while. If you see anything kooky going on.
I have a... Oh, excuse me? God bless you. Okay, see, this guy's blessing me because I don't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Are there lots of people there?
I'm praying.
What did he say?
We see it. Okay, thank you. I think I see what they're seeing now.
What are you seeing? Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, well, why don't you have that thing cure your hemorrhoid?
I see Bigfoot.
Hey, Mike.
Howard, actually the image, but it looks like a man to me.
Yeah, of course. It's a stain. It's an ink blot.
Everybody's going to see something.
Yeah.
It's like when you look up in the clouds, you can see a man, too. Hey, this is Matt. He just moved his bowels. What did you find in the toilet?
Yeah, it looks just like Jesus Christ.
Really?
It's got peanuts for eyes.
Yeah, please do me a favor. Don't flush that. We need to get our reporter down there. And there's a bunch of very poor people who need to visit your apartment. And
I have a attractive Spanish reporter here.
Yeah, we're going to be sending a reporter. Please hold on. We need your address.
All right.
There's a bowel movement that looks like Jesus somewhere.
Howard,
I peed some holy water this morning. Yeah.
Howard,
what?
There's a Spanish reporter interviewing some people about it. You want to listen?
About who?
About the Virgin Mother. Hi, I'm John. Where are you from?
WABC.
Oh, do you see the Virgin Mother?
No, I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to be
Oh, some reporter.
Killjoy.
She said she doesn't want to be on camera, but she's an ABC reporter.
Oh, she's not going to be on camera for ABC either?
Ask her if she's going to audition for the Regis job. Next to Kathy Lee.
You see it, sir? Yeah, I see an oil stain.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's an oil stain.
I don't see anything else.
Yeah. I like that they think that guy's going to walk again from seeing an oil stain.
Howard, you could see what they're saying.
Ask that reporter if she knows Dan Foreman, and he insists that she go on air with us.
You know Dan Foreman?
Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh, God, she's real vicious.
She's going to kick your ass.
Tell her to look up at the window and see the Virgin Mother.
Yeah.
It's wrong, yeah. It's such a miraculous discovery. This is the attitude that you choose.
Around Jesus, you should be nice.
But Jesus would like us all to love each other, man. Instead of having this kind of...
John, looking for an argument. Such a douchebag. Rich, you're on the air with us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The Virgin Mother would never be in Perth Amboy. She wouldn't be a virgin. She'd definitely still be a mother, though.
Yeah. She better be careful. She wouldn't be a virgin. Someone will rape her over there.
Oh, you have not seen anything like Perth Amboy, let me tell you. She would never be there.
I hope the Virgin Mother's going to be safe over there.
Oh, she ain't. She better. The police couldn't protect her.
Uh-oh, what?
Just like Howard said.
Hey, Howard.
What?
I have a male woman here who's making sense here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just thought, hi, Howard.
Hi, you seeing anything?
No, if you look hard enough, you can make out of it what you want. Really, I don't see a face. I don't see a body.
It's called a Rorschach test.
I don't know. You can make anything. It's just like looking in the skies.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
So,
all right. I think we've uncovered the truth. Thank you.
Okay, Howard.
All right, John. Hey, John. Maybe you should just hang out and see what goes on down there today for a little bit.
Yeah, sure. It looks like it's just going to get, more and more crowded.
Right.
The thing that's really amazing is there's really nothing to see, but there are barricades on that street because so many people want to come and view this house.
I think a lot of people want to come and just get up to nonsense, too.
Oh, my
It's just fun to hang out.
There's a cop here, too.
The cops are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, those poor guys got to sit there and...
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't sound like Perth Amboy's that bad a neighborhood. You're doing fine. Nobody's attacking you.
No, it's fine.
There you go. All right.
You want me to call you later?
Yeah, call me. Yeah, just hang out for another half hour. If anything cool happens, interrupt. But make sure it's cool.
Okay.
Like if Jesus himself appears, I want to know about it. Hey, an oil stain in the window.
The door is now open. They're having a viewing, and the people are now entering the house again.
They are.
Let me ask you something, John. Can you see this thing that's in the window better now than you could before?
Yeah, but I can see what they're seeing. It just, they're definitely. If you really look hard enough, you can see I think it looks like a man, but it's looking like to its left, and it does appear to be. wearing some kind of veil, some kind of like hood.
But you really have to read into this.
Yeah, I mean, it's like how you're looking like.
Why can't it be clear? Yeah, why can't it be clear?
Like you look in clouds, and sometimes you see it's like that.
Exactly. What is it, Gary?
People are very serious about it, though.
Here's a question, John. If I sent you to this person's house,
Howard, you know what, Howard? I mean, I know it's on the, I know it's regular time, but when I saw it on the news and people are up in the house, this is when they usually start freaking out. Do you want me to just go in the house and see the people and see what?
Yeah, you better go up there into the house again.
Yeah, all right, because I'm walking up now again.
Sounds like the Blair Witch.
And now
What are you wearing? Those clogs?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
like a
there's
woman.
a long line, and Ramona is at the window. Hold on.
That's the owner of the apartment.
Yeah. And there's a long line. Hi guys. How are you? And so what are you here? So you okay, hold on a second. I'm just stuttering here. So everyone's looking at the window and they're touching the window.
They are touching it.
And this woman's touching it. She's praying. Shh. Shh. She's praying. Her eyes are closed. Her hand is on the Virgin Mother. And she's praying.
Oh, well, something cool happens.
And now she's doing the Father, Son, Holy
You should get that farting thing and go. Can you imagine? They'd lynch him.
Yeah, he'd be pummeled.
He'd be dead.
And now there's a man here doing the same thing.
Why don't you go up and do it?
Yeah, just so you don't look out of place.
Do you guys mind if I cut? Is it right if I cut you just for the see if it's okay? Okay. I'm gonna go do this.
And start chanting. Repeat after me. Repeat after me.
You pray and touch it?
Yeah, get on your knees. Get on your knees. John.
Okay, I'm gonna go pray.
John, get on your knees and say Baku es Adonai Amvara.
Oh boy. Okay, here I am. I'm touching it.
Start crying.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Start crying. You start crying.
All right.
Start crying and stuff.
Oh no, I broke the window.
Stop it. He pushed the Virgin out the window.
Everyone's looking at me. I'm closing my eyes.
Cry. Oh, here we go. Cry. Keep crying. I gotta see the tape.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh, ass.
All right, now I'm out of the house.
All right, get out.
It's scary. What did the people do when you started crying?
What did they do when you were crying?
They all just looked at me.
Like, hey, what's wrong with this guy?
Milk Crate Marauder was with his little mean sidekick walking his dog. The Marauder blew a kiss at me while his midget friend bit my leg, and his dog lifted my wallet. I'm still paying for his Netflix account along with other movie charges including The Sopranos, Howie Does Robin, and my favorite, Beth Gives Birth to Mr. Stainless.
Hey, where is that idiot Stuttering John? I forgot to talk about what a schmuck he is.
Oh, no. He's the worst.
Yeah.
You know where he is?
Where is he?
He's coming in. He's on suicide watch.
Why?
Because you know how he gets. You know,
he's a nitwit.
You know how he gets. He's totally.
Did you talk to him?
Yes, and he's totally bummed out, and he's been like, he probably didn't sleep last night. You know how he gets.
And he's giving everybody a bad attitude when they walk in there. He's sitting there.
I'll straighten him out right now. Get him in here.
He's being more mopey than anything. I feel bad for him.
Well, I'm gonna fix him right now.
You're trying to do a show, and you got to walk in and look at this sour face like a kid who's about to die.
I wouldn't even pay attention.
I told him. I said, John, get over it. You know.
Where is he?
Should have been right behind me.
Come in here, you retard. Get in here.
What's up?
I'm going to tell you to your face. Sit down.
What'd I do now?
What you did yesterday.
What'd I do yesterday?
You don't know what you did? Gary didn't talk to you?
Which thing?
You know, the
He
thing
did
I
so
spoke
many
to,
things.
The thing I spoke to you about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
First of all, let me tell you something. I was in a meeting with Gary. I'm going to make this quick. I was in a meeting with Gary yesterday.
Uh-huh.
This will give people an idea of John's stupidity. And I was in a rush to get out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you got a lot of things on your mind.
No, I have nothing on my mind. And Gary comes in and does a little show wrap up and tells me what's coming up.
It quickly runs through a bunch of things.
John walks in right in the middle of it. Excuse me, I have a question. I thought it was about the show.
No, Gary was leaving. Gary was done.
No. I didn't request your presence. You didn't schedule an appointment with me.
I didn't know I had to, but okay.
Of course you do. You're going to discuss business with me.
Okay.
So in the middle of Gary talking, and Gary was not done. You were not done.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was
getting up to go to do spots.
He wasn't done. He wasn't. Just because he was getting up, you were putting a tape in the machine.
I don't remember. But
you remember.
I really don't, John. And now I'm the villain.
come in, and then he goes to me, hey, someone wants to make a comic book about me. Can I have a Stuttering John comic book? He goes, no, I want to ask you career advice. He says, I need career advice.
Right. And I saw right where it was going because Howard immediately goes, John, I got to meet the E people. And
I really do. I mean, they're waiting. I know. Edit.
It'll take 2 seconds.
10.
Yeah, but do me a favor. If you have a question to ask me about business or anything about your life, tell Gary, and Gary will tell you when you can do it.
Well, I got 2 things to tell you about this, Howard, because I'm sort of caught in the middle of this thing. The first thing is I think John's a little upset that you have relegated him to just like any old schmuck intern.
No. Let me tell you something.
And the second thing is John said that he did ask Robin's.
Robin told me to talk to you about it.
That's not the point. Stop for a second. No. I won't let you say anything.
I didn't even know anything about John's comic book and whatever else.
Remember, I had asked you a question.
When?
What are you? You cannot spit there.
You know what? Excuse me. You don't even start with me. First of all, let me just tell you what happened. He said to me, Robin, come with me because I need to get into that room.
No, I said I got to talk to Howard about it.
I need to talk to them. How do I know what you're going to ask?
No, I don't mean that. I mean, a while ago, I said I have to, I said, you think I'd be able to write this? You said you should ask Howard.
That doesn't mean walk into his office and ask him in 2 seconds when he's running out of the door to do something.
No, but you said I should ask Howard.
Of course you should.
All right, so that's what I did.
That's all I wanted to know.
That's what I did. I thought it was the right thing to do.
This is what I was going to make a point. You two didn't need to have this argument. She gave you proper advice.
Okay.
You should come and talk to me about it.
So then what's the problem?
That's the way you go about it. You come barreling into the room. No one wants to talk about it now. I don't want to be confronted. Quite frankly, I don't want to be confronted with any of your requests. I want Gary to do that. That's Gary's job.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to you directly.
All right, well, I didn't know that.
You want to talk about something friendly? Okay, that's fine. That's one thing. You want to talk about business? You go to Gary first. You talk to him.
Fine.
And Gary will tell me.
What is that, putting him on the spot? There's 5 people sitting there and you bring this up.
Yeah, here's your comic.
No,
The Adventures of Stupid. There it is.
No, how do you know the title?
There it is.
No, but Robin, you know what?
Let me tell you something.
I'm not because
no, you know what it is.
If I would have got along with you, then
I don't want to be alone with you.
Exactly. That's why it's better to.
I want you to talk to Gary. Why does everyone disrespect Gary here?
I don't disrespect Gary. I just. Robin, you told me to ask Howard. I thought Howard was the right. Does
that mean you barrel into his office? You don't know how to get to Howard?
You
wanted my real answer in front of Robin and Gary? You
don't know how to conduct business at all.
That answer I gave you yesterday was not my answer.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Because I went and...
If you want my answer on it, I'll meet you in the back office when Gary schedules an appointment, and I'll talk to you about it.
All right. First of all, Gary came and said, I just...
Don't come to me when I'm talking to Robin. You know I have to help Robin with the selection of her publicity photos.
You know, Robin, you know what? You know what you are, Robin? A hypocrite is what you are.
No, she's not.
You know what? I told you I needed to have a long conversation with you
what I'm talking about.
You are an idiot, and I have to write things down for you.
No.
You're so dumb.
No, I ain't so dumb. You just like...
I tell you
got a face on the back of your head. I'm telling you, you do.
Right.
I'm telling you, you do.
You sit in there and you
I'm telling you, she's got a face on the back of her head. Even about the other thing you started yelling. Even about the other thing that you started yelling at me about.
To ask that question in front of Gary and me, number one. Whoever told you to barge into Howard's office when he's working on a movie?
I'm not saying you told me to barge in, but you just...
And he's finishing up the show, and he's trying to have
wipe yourself from the whole thing.
To talk about yourself.
I just asked you for your advice. You said...
How many times have I told you you're selfish and you're stupid?
Well, you know what? You're a bitch, all right? You're a bitch, and you should think about that every time you go home, because you're a bitch. Look in the mirror, and that's a bitch right in front of you.
Oh, my. All right, so what I am saying is, what the little relationship you two lovers have is not of interest to me. What is of interest to me is, she gave you the proper advice. But what do you got to come barreling in and interrupt a meeting? And
what about saying, Howard, I might need to talk to you. When would be a convenient time? So he can say, go talk to Gary.
Right. No, he didn't want to do that.
Okay, no, I don't mind talking to Gary. And listen, it's easier for me, too, because I'm just as uncomfortable as you are about it.
No, I'm not uncomfortable about it. I didn't say I'm uncomfortable about it. It's not an appropriate way to ask somebody.
All right, then I will...
If you want to sit down and talk to me about it...
Then I apologize.
I'll talk to you about it.
Okay. All right, I admit maybe it was...
And Gary's going to be fired if that keeps happening. What do you think of that?
No. Listen, all right.
Things have been getting very busy around here with the movie,
I know, and
with the book, with everything. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you see what goes on with the TV show. I'm in and out of meetings all day. Just because you're a guy who's a pal of mine who works with me, I mean, you just barge in and start doing your agenda.
How do you think he could even rationally answer that question for you the way you put it?
You didn't want career advice. You wanted permission.
No, I wanted both.
Oh, okay.
I respect your opinion. I think that you have a very good, concept of
No. You're not interested in anyone's opinion.
You said
I asked
it'll
Robin
only
too.
take 2 seconds. You didn't want career advice.
Well, I'm saying
you
2
wanted
seconds.
permission.
I said 10, first of all.
All right, you'll meet me after the show, and I'll give you my answer.
Is that today or Monday?
I will meet with you after the show, and I'll tell you when I'm going to meet with John. Okay.
I didn't mean to,
Anybody else want? Fred, you want to open a deli? No. Is that it? You got a question?
Can I talk to you about that on Tuesday?
Yeah. You'll talk to Gary. You tell him you want to open a deli, and then
when
I'll.
can I speak with Gary?
All right. Thank you, John.
Business opportunities.
Where
on
is
Wednesday.
Stuttering Vic?
He's here.
Good. Does Stuttering Vic need to bother me about anything? Why
Does
is
he have any business ventures he's into?
Let's make him a star already.
He wants a real estate.
Hey, Vic.
Hello.
Thank you for never bothering me. Thank you.
Okay.
I see you in the hall. You never bother me. I never saw you barge into a room one time while I'm having a meeting. Never. I've never seen you do it.
Howard, he's been here for 2 weeks.
I don't care.
Well, so's the other guy. Wait till you get the other guy from yesterday, Chris, gave me the letter that he wrote you about his proposal for the article.
Yeah. Throw
and
the garbage.
it was really it really bummed him out to have to hand it to me.
No. Have him read it to me now on the air.
No, he's not here. But
Too bad.
You'll read it. I got
Good.
it.
I will read it.
Have Vic read it.
Don't be a wise ass.
I'm not being a wise
Vic happens to be a great guy.
I know. I thought it'd be funny to have him with
Why have you not done an interview with any celebrities yet?
Because I haven't screwed up yet.
You have.
Well, he hasn't
When are you
gone
gonna
out
start doing?
since,
When are you going to go out and do interviews?
Didn't he have one last night? As soon as possible.
Assign him, Gary. Assign him some interview to do.
Wait a second. We had a deal. What are you going to go back on your deal?
Yeah.
You're going to.
Yeah.
Well, you break the rules, he'll break the rules.
You break the rules, I'll break the rules.
How did I break the rules? What rule did I break?
You barge in on meetings.
Howard, Gary was getting done. I said, Howard,
all right, thank you. Vic, what have you got to tell me? Anything?
No.
Okay, good. That's what I want. That's all I want.
No problem.
If you have something to say, you can feel free to use the microphone. All right? Here it is. Here's your comic book right here. That's John throwing daggers at
Vic, to be a Robin.
I can't hear you.
To be a Robin.
Robin?
Yeah.
Robin gave you the best advice. He told you were stupid.
I know.
And selfish.
Yeah, really. And selfish, which is very funny.
Why is that funny?
But I never said that to you?
Robin, I'm selfish.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
a selfish person.
The reason you go around doing the things that you
point at
do
me.
is because you don't remember what I say, you wacko.
No, I did exactly what you said.
Forget it. Because you never get anything right. I don't know why I expect
This
you to
goes
get
on
anything
back in the
right.
halls, too. I hear Robin yelling at John.
She yells at
Why do
me
you take so much
constantly.
time yelling at him, by the way?
It's so to keep him away from you.
Really? Well, then, thank you.
Robin. admit that you love me, though.
Oh,
Admit
John, it's very difficult sometimes.
Just admit that you love me.
Sometimes I
admit
love
that you love me.
But today it was very difficult.
But
all right, why don't we carry on in the back of the office, all right?
That's pretty good.
It's pretty interesting.
I'm entertained.
Do you love him?
There was
Robin,
one
do you love
day
me?
I had a conversation with him, and we were at a restaurant. I almost hit him with the bread basket.
Really?
Robin, do you
That's
love me?
Why are you eating with him?
It is because he grabs me. He's like, I have a problem, and then he's
What
like,
is it?
I really need to talk to you.
You don't want to speak to Chris, the intern, about his proposal, do you?
Not yet.
He's on the phone.
I want him when he comes in. He'll be on the
Yeah,
air
he's
with
gotta
us.
be in person.
Chris, you can hear us. Howard's gonna look it over this weekend.
Right.
Put it through the right place, and then we'll discuss it on Monday.
Yeah.
Robin, so just admit it on the air. I want to hear you say it.
Oh, shut up.
No, because she would say it to me in private.
He twists
Have
my
you
arm.
told him in private that you love him?
Yes,
My
she
arm.
has. Yes, she has.
Have you?
Robin, we need to lie. Go ahead, swear on your mother's life. But you want her dead anyway, so it
I'll
doesn't even
swear
count.
on my mother.
Oh, please give her something that's worth something.
I know.
Swear on your,
Swear on your
cat's
bank account. Go ahead.
Cat's life.
Swear on your picture.
Have you told him in private you love him?
He says, Robin, you.
Oh, you're
don't
right.
Yeah, right,
Just
John.
answer the question, yes or no. You're at the
you
trial.
know what? Okay, I have to say, did I ever say the words "I love you, John"?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Did you ever tell him?
No, I have
Did you
not.
ever tell him you love him?
No.
Oh, you're such a liar. Your nose is freaking growing as we
Right.
speak.
Sure.
She's lying to you, Howard. She's told me. She said that. You even said to me, John, you know I love you, and you mean, and your friendship means a lot to me.
Were you on acid?
I did?
Yes.
What did she say? What did she say?
She says, John, you know I love you. Your friendship means a lot to me. We have a special relationship.
It must have been at one of those times that he was very depressed.
Right.
And I felt this is what I need to say.
So you don't love him?
No.
You don't?
No.
You have no feeling for him?
Yesterday, when you were so upset, I was like, yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. It's not working.
Okay. You know what? I remember this one, okay? So everything you say to me off the air is just BS. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Robin, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you love Vic?
I love Vic. Vic is incredible.
Stuttering Vic.
He's so sweet.
Wow, I have a new friend.
And when he comes in the morning, it's just, hi, Robin, and he leaves me alone. He goes out of my way. He's
I
just
gotta
helpful.
leave. I can't take this soap opera.
Vic is my love.
When John comes in on Monday, he's going to have big dark circles under his eyes because he will not have slept the whole weekend over this.
No, I don't care.
All right, we'll see you next time.
She can buy her own fucking lunch from now on, I'll tell you. Fucking bastard. You can't even admit you can't even admit on the ad.
First of all, excuse me, just calm down for a second because I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Excuse me, I need to talk to you. This morning, it has been absolutely unbearable working with you.
I haven't said a word to you.
It doesn't have to do with words. It's that face you've had on in the office all morning long and the attitude. You don't look at me. You've been, I came in there and asked you for an apple.
Did I get it for you?
And you just look at it and go, why don't you just run down and get it?
I'm busy doing a computer thing for Gary.
There's a way there are some days I walk into an office, John, and you're constantly, Robin, hello, how are you? I haven't seen you this morning. I just want to say hello to you. This morning, have you said hello to me yet today?
And I'll tell you why.
All right?
I'll tell you why.
I don't care why. I'm trying to do a show. You don't give me attitude while I'm doing a show.
Why? You give me attitude all the time.
1,000 times, all right?
There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Well, at least it's on camera finally. Hey, Robin.
What?
Robin, I'm giving you something important.
Oh, that's you. I thought you were John.
Don't you bash.
I just want to say hello.
Johnny's upset. No, I'm not upset, Angie. I'm completely happy. Can't you tell?
He doesn't listen. I keep trying to tell him what's going on, but he won't listen.
But when you listen?
John is busy. He's like Mr. Argument, so he likes to argue. He doesn't like to find out what the real problem is. He doesn't like to get the solution to the problem. What he likes to do is argue and remain confused and always have something to talk about. So that's what he's doing. He's doing his thing.
On the dusty streets of New Delhi, asking people what they think of the Marauder.
The Marauder was giving free snake charming classes. When we showed up to class, there was only one gummy worm with one working eye. Oh my. The class was the Milk Dispenser 101.
Stuttering John had a Superbowl party.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he had people over his apartment. Will and Jason were telling me it's really disturbing.
What?
John's behavior at his Super Bowl party. Like, John really mistreats his wife. Like, John sits his ass down in a chair like a king and holds court. And like, according to these guys, he gets on his cell phone and calls Susanna from his cell phone and starts telling her to go out and buy beer. Like, he can't even get out of the chair. Like, she's right in the apartment. He calls her in the apartment.
He can't even get up to go to another room. He calls her on the phone.
What's her problem?
I don't know. At first, he wanted he wanted more beer because they ran out of beer. So he called the deli, and the deli wouldn't deliver. That upsets him. Then he starts dropping hints to the guys, like, I'll give you 20 if you go buy beer. Because John, it's funny because he's rich and he's poor. He'll pay a guy, he doesn't have $1 to tip the cab driver, but he's got 20 to send somebody to buy a $5 six-pack of beer.
It's important.
Where's Jason and Will?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on in, guys, and be real.
What's the deal?
What do you mean?
So you get on the phone to your wife?
Yeah. Let me just say how great my wife is. Let me explain to this, Howard. I'm sitting on the couch during Super Bowl. This is my day. It's a Super Bowl. I was working all weekend. I was working out in Massachusetts on Friday and Saturday night. So this is my day.
And she was working, too.
She was cleaning, right, dudes? She cleans every beer.
What did you guys see?
beautiful.
It was actually really convenient for us because as soon as the coffee table got too full up with stuff, she'd come over, clear all the beer cans.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
plates,
They got
awesome.
waitress service.
She's great.
And then you called her on the cell phone and said...
I don't remember that, but did I do that? I don't recall.
Yeah, Susanna was in the kitchen, and after the deli wouldn't deliver the beer, he calls on her cell phone. She answers in the kitchen. He goes, "Yeah, watch this. I'll order us some beer." And then he tells Susanna to go out and get some beer.
And did she do it?
The cold.
She didn't do it.
Damn.
But they were saying that she said that this is the part that was interesting. They're saying that John gets a little bit mean. You know, he could be a little mean.
Like how?
I didn't think he was that mean. It was just funny. I don't know. It was funny too. There was John's brother-in-law they had their baby there, and the baby's like a newborn, can't be more than a few months old. And John just kept screaming to get the kid out of the room because he couldn't hear the TV.
Kid kept crying during the game.
They said John was like, shut the kid up or get him out of here.
Are you drunk when this is
Nah, we're having fun. It was a good time. These guys didn't you enjoy yourselves?
A great time.
Is Susanna watching the game or is she just in the kitchen working?
So, Gary, what happens out? Jason will fill you up with like these angry thoughts, and then they come in and they're like,
And I got to tell you something. They came to
Gary
me.
has the angry thoughts, not Jason and Will.
They came to me. I didn't go to them and say, what was the party like? They came to me and they go...
Because these two guys are maybe the worst on the radio
I know.
I've ever seen.
They come to me and they said...
Gary comes in, he goes, you got to get Jason and Will in here. They said John was just horrible at his Super Bowl party.
Sometimes he could be mean to his wife.
Yeah, and he's really mean to his wife. And then they come in and they're like, we had a great time.
Because you know what?
It was a lot of fun.
They're afraid of John.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
Don't bring them in here anymore.
No, but they told...
You're wasting my time.
They came to me and they go, we got to talk about the Super Bowl party.
Well, let's hear it.
No, first of all, we did have a great time. I don't think Susanna had a great time. And yeah, I mean, the cell phone story was funny, I thought. That he's ordering her to get beer and cleaning up after us. But I mean, that's all
Howard,
I
at my
Gary
house
about.
once, I wanted pizza.
Yeah.
So the phone was upstairs, the cordless. So I took my cell phone and called my wife upstairs and told her to bring down the phone so I could order pizza. Dude, listen, she's great. She understands that I worked all weekend, and there's no story. Last night she gave me a full back rub.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's the best. I mean, Gary just gets jealous, and then he can't wait to compound me about it.
They came to
because
me.
Gary probably did the dishes on Super Bowl.
I didn't do the dishes, and they came to me. I didn't
Be
go.
honest. Who cleaned your coffee table on Super Bowl Sunday?
Nobody. We were at home. We went to a party.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, what? That's where we were.
Tell Howard the story you were telling me the other day. Come on.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
You didn't want to talk about it, but you should tell him.
Tell it.
If I didn't want to talk about it, I probably don't. But
Tell it. Tell it
But I don't know what it is.
No,
if I said I didn't want to talk about it, it means I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me what it's basically
No,
about.
I don't want to piss him off because then he'll really be mad.
Just tell me.
All right, Gary, without saying anything, Jackson puked. That story.
Yeah. She wasn't home. Is that the part you want me to tell? My wife wasn't home, and Jackson puked, so I had to clean it up. My wife wasn't home.
And where was she?
Where was she?
Playing tennis.
On a weekend?
What day was this?
No, it was like a weeknight. It was funny. She was
Weeknight?
She was gone for like an hour. She was literally gone for an hour. She left, and Jackson fell asleep. I'm like,
But why? Well, can I ask you a question? Because I don't understand it. Your kids are school age yet? Or
Yeah,
what?
they're school
All right, so
age.
during the day they're not home, right?
Right.
Why can't she play tennis during the day?
While the kids are at school.
While the kids are at school, why do you have to come home from a day's work and be there taking care of the kids? What, like, can't she stay home when you're home and make it a nice, comfortable evening for you? I mean, honest to God.
I got Frankenstein laughing in my ear.
Do you believe this guy's wife? I admit it's piggish of you to be calling your wife on your cell phone.
I
and
think
tell her,
you're right.
That's piggish.
I think you're right.
But this guy, he's getting the worst deal.
As good as he is, he still doesn't get anything for being that good.
Do you ever say to her, gee, I'm gone all day working. The kids are in school. What are you doing the time that the kids are in school?
You know what? She doesn't go at night hardly at all. And when she mentioned it, I think I said go. I don't even think it was like, hey, I want to go. She's like, oh, so
Well,
we
if you
want
don't
to play
say
tennis?
go, then you're in the doghouse.
No. She's like, I'm thinking about playing tennis. I was like, absolutely go.
But why is she even asking you? You're a nice guy, so you say, okay, go. Tell her to go play during the day. She's got like 6-7 hours of free time.
I don't think it comes up often to play at night. And
What's she doing right now?
Sleeping.
No, she's getting the kids ready for school.
Kids are at school already.
No, they're not.
The kids will be going to what time do the kids go to school?
They'll be in school by
9?
8:30.
All right, 8:30. So from 8:30 till 3 o'clock.
Right.
She got free time. All right, there's stuff for her to do. Maybe she go shopping or something. But
What is it to do, really?
I know.
What is it to do?
You got a cleaning woman? Do you have a cleaning woman?
She comes in once a week. John, you have one?
No.
Oh, you're married to one.
Well, she's home all day. She can't clean the house once a week. Jesus.
So true.
You know what? John has the opposite story. Did you tell him about your dog going to the bathroom in your?
Oh yeah. How, the other morning,
this is crazy.
The other morning, I'm on the way to work. I'm getting up. I noticed my dog took a huge, you know what, all over the bedroom floor.
Oy.
So I stepped over it. I left a note for my wife, clean it up.
Like at the time John wrote the note, he could have actually cleaned it up.
Because I had to get to work.
You left it smelly.
If Gary left a note.
I can't believe John even left a note.
Right. But what would happen if Gary left a note?
The funniest thing is I left.
Oh, if Gary left a note, that would be a divorce.
I left a note on a napkin. I could have just took the napkin and cleaned it up.
Right.
Why? Then you got to wash your hands.
Gary, if my kid puked all over the floor, I would have left it there until my wife came back from tennis. She comes back from tennis. Hey, look what happened.
That'll teach you to go out at night.
Poor Gary.
Gary, poor Susanna. She's married to a nut.
Dude, your wife's out playing.
But the guy can't even clean up a dog doo-doo? You can't even, you left, I mean,
You had to go to work.
Listen, I'm going to work. I work every
get
weekend
that.
like you.
Yeah, what's up?
You never time anyway.
I was at John's house over the summer, and I'm standing in the backyard with him. The dog comes over, takes a poop right next to his feet, and he looks over. Susanna's at the other end of the yard. He goes, Susanna, the dog crapped in the yard. Come clean it up. And she walks all the way over, right next to him, picks it up. And goes
What a life.
I'm enjoying myself. Look at this miserable bastard. He's sitting there cleaning up puke, changing his kid's diapers.
John, there was nobody home. And
building a.
should have been
Did you see
there.
his new project? He's building a box car. You know? He brings it in. He's seeing like shop guys having them install the equipment into the car.
You're a nut. I mean, don't you do anything with your kids?
Oh, my goodness. Listen to him laugh.
I know.
Jason, how funny was it when Gary put in that car? Hey, look what they did to the bottom.
Yeah, imagine I worked on a project with my kid.
You hired a guy to carve it out.
I did not hire a guy.
Gary.
I did not.
Gary.
John.
Did you route the wood yourself?
No.
Okay. Who did it?
I went over to my friend's house and he helped me with it.
His poor friend now is bothered with Gary's kid's project.
Yeah, I thought it was a project you and your kid are supposed to do.
It was one tiny part.
So why are you having your friends do it?
Because he was doing his kids too.
That makes a good point.
He was doing his kids too.
Poor kid's now going to do Baba Booey's kid's project.
Everyone's involved, the whole community.
John, what do you do with your kids besides ignore them?
Everything.
You don't do anything.
I play ball with them.
You don't do
I coach
anything
their
with your
kids.
kids.
I coach them in baseball. I do things I want to do.
Exactly. John just does anything that's competitive.
I ain't going to clean that puke.
I heard, listen to this. Listen to what a lunatic John is with his kids. So you know how John's like crazy competitive?
Yeah.
Like OCD competitive?
Yeah.
Right? He's got to win at everything. Him and his daughter were hanging around.
This is too funny.
And he goes, his daughter said to him, let's have a contest.
No. I'll tell the story.
Tell the story.
I put my kid to bed every night. I play games with her every night. Like you name that too, and all these different kinds.
All right.
So I had this game because the Giant game was on 8 o'clock. I figured this would be quick. I said, Greta, let's just hold our arms up and see who can put our arms down. Who can hold our arms up the longest.
8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night.
Take a guess what time this game ended.
Howard, at 11 o'clock at night, she goes, we're still arms up in the air. At 11:09, she goes, Daddy, I'm losing feeling in my hand.
You didn't even let
so I go, well, I guess you lose.
You didn't even let her win.
I'm not going to let her win.
Santini.
How's that teaching a kid? You're going to teach
Howard,
him
3 hours and 9 minutes
insane.
with an 8-year-old's arm in the air. Come on.
That's nuts.
Child abuse.
It is.
Hey, listen, she's a good athlete. She had rotator cuff surgery the next day.
Is that the craziest story I've ever heard?
It is crazy.
Whatever.
Well, you're both crazy.
Whatever.
Okay, let's do push-ups. Okay, now we're going to chug some beers.
Yeah, let's just bounce a basketball off her head.
God, me and my kid have the best time. We talk all the time. But, I mean, there are certain things that I think that while you're busy working, this crazy schedule, you got to fly everywhere and, sign Baba Booey on pictures every weekend, that, you should have your day when you're home on Superbowl or whatever. You shouldn't be...
During the week, his wife could be out doing whatever, God knows what, that tennis.
She's just smarter than you.
She is.
Well, apparently, according to you, the whole world is.
I'm surprised she hasn't called you on the cell phone and told you to pick up Pierre.
I mean, what's wrong with you telling her, You know what? Do your tennis during
you're missing
the
point.
day.
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Gary.
I
come
really
on,
don't
Gary.
care.
You don't want an hour to read or relax at night.
I'm hanging
after
out with the kids anyway, whether she's home or not.
Yeah, but come on.
You're in denial.
Listen, I'm not in denial.
When you tell
They're
me
watching-
these stories, you're not happy about it. But then when you get on the air, you're like suddenly happy about it.
No, I had no problem with
You're
that.
the most miserable guy we know.
I said you're the one who made a big issue of that.
You're very miserable, though.
I'm not miserable.
Gary,
I'm miserable because I
Come
said,
on. You know what, Howard?
John.
He is miserable.
He once pulled me aside and said, "John, you're 90% responsible for for this whole thing on the air about how my wife doesn't do anything." I go, "Gary, you used to pull me aside and complain to me all the time, and now
Not true.
Yeah,
Once in a while,
you used to want to bring this stuff up on the air, but now suddenly things change in his mind. And
Revisionist history.
All right, enough of this because we can just go on all day. It's boring. It's boring.
Hear me and John argue, and John makes stuff up as he goes along.
I'm not making it. What did I make up?
Enough for you. Enough for you.
What did I make up?
I don't want to get into
He's
what
right,
we just
he's
said
right.
we're not
It's
going to
enough.
get into.
Look, Baba Booey's got a problem. No question about it.
Yeah, John.
No.
Oh, come on. See, you transfer. I mean, it's really your wife, but you take it out on me.
All right. Thank you guys.
Dr. John.
Hey, Howard, I wanted to say that we really do get caught in the middle between these two. Like, I think they really don't like each other, and we like both of them. And I think whenever they hear a version of a story, it's always like, oh, John was, such an a-hole to these guys, or you know what I mean, or Gary, vice versa. When John hears
it doesn't matter.
I know.
I walk in the other day, and I hear John claiming that Robin tried to make out with him in the car.
She did.
He does. Oh, here we go. John, how
Robin.
can you say that?
Robin,
what happened?
Go ahead.
I had driven him home one day, and for months, every once in a while, he'd just say, "Why don't you give me a kiss?"
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
this is way before I was married.
I don't want to kiss you. Get out of my car.
Right.
And so this would go on and on and on. And one day I drove him to some place, and he would not get out of the car. He's like, "Come on, Robin, kiss me. Kiss me. Please kiss me. Give me a kiss. Just a little kiss." And I'm like, "John, I have to go. Get out of the car." "Oh, come on. Kiss me. Oh, a little kiss. What could it hurt?" Da-da-da. And it goes on and on and on. He won't get out of the car.
Howard,
So-
it took 10 seconds, by the way.
No, it did not take 10
Please.
seconds. Finally, I'm like, okay. I lean over. He tries to jam his tongue in my mouth, and I screamed. And now he's been claiming ever
Howard,
since then
Howard.
that I tried to tongue kiss
Here's
him.
the truth. You want to
Go ahead. What's your version?
The truth.
So we pull over for 10 seconds.
Pull over. I didn't pull over. I pull up.
Yeah, you dropped me off.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. She pulls over
Not
the
like
side
I'm
of the street.
Stop in the car.
So she's about to drive me off. I go, "Come on, give me a kiss." Like, you're attracted to me. So then, so she leans over. Now, so our heads meet in the middle.
How else am I going to give you the
She's
kiss
going to
to
kiss
get
me on the
you out
lips.
of
Wait. Robin, be honest. Aren't you going to kiss me on the lips?
Yeah, you was insisting on a lip kiss because
Okay.
every other time I
Howard,
kissed you
if
on
she
the
wasn't
cheek,
attracted to me, would she kiss me on the lips?
I was trying to get you out of my car, and I
here.
was giving you a peck.
While she
and
gave me
you
her
jammed-
alleged peck, her mouth was open.
It was not open. It
And
was
I
open,
swear to
screaming,
you,
"I can't believe you're trying to put your tongue in my
Howard,
mouth."
I swear to you, she put her tongue in my mouth.
Right. You
I'm
would
telling
know
you,
what you would know what
her
my
ma-
tongue felt like. You nutcase.
Who pecked somebody with their mouth open? Her
Nobody.
mouth was open.
There was no mouth open. He was jamming his tongue between clenched lips and teeth.
Her mouth was open, Howard.
John,
and you know what? I don't know if her tongue came into my mouth
Oh,
or
it
my
did
tongue
not.
went into her
Nothing-
mouth. But our tongues.
He's acting as if this was a long kiss. There wasn't even. He immediately tried to jam his tongue in my
12
mouth.
seconds
There
long.
was no.
The kiss was 12
mashing.
seconds long?
He's lying.
Nah, I'm only
You're
kidding.
gonna
It was
listen to him?
No.
He's
No, Howard,
lying.
it was like 3 seconds long.
And you're
Not
saying
even.
she opened her mouth to tongue you.
In
She
3
opened her
seconds, no.
mouth.
So why didn't you do it?
Because I was confused if she really was trying to make
Wait, let me
it.
understand
In
this.
3 seconds, he was confused. You're acting as if there's any
Howard,
validity
You asked her for a
to
kiss.
anything
Yes.
he
All right.
says.
Now,
Let's say so she leans over to kiss you on the lips.
Yeah.
So let's say your version's true.
Okay.
So she starts to want to tongue you. So why didn't you tongue her?
Well, because it was embarrassed. Like her mouth opened and my mouth was a little opened.
Get out.
No, Robin, that's true.
You're full
The
of
only
crap.
thing that I can't remember exactly was if my tongue went into her mouth or her tongue went into my mouth. But
No.
I think,
First
or maybe
of all,
my
he
tongue
said
just hit her
it was
lips.
A 3-second kiss. It was much shorter.
Or like
First
maybe
of
her
all.
tongue hit my lips or my tongue hit her. But
What
it
do
was-
you think, Gary?
I think that if Robin was so into you, why did it stop? And why
Oh, I
did
don't
it
think she was so
why did it
into
never
me.
happen again?
But Howard, you remember the Channel 9 days? Everyone used to think, like Dan Foreman, he used to always think that Rob and I were a couple, and he still
What?
Dan Foreman was convinced that me and Robin were having
No
sex.
one was ever saying
Robin, you
that.
remember that?
No.
No.
Never.
Oh,
I spent every day.
Can you believe anything?
I spent every day of my life with Dan.
I
He never
swear
once
on
said
my
that
life,
to me.
call Dan. Dan used to pull me aside and go, come on, you're banging Robin, aren't you? I swear, he used
See,
to
you know
ask
what?
me.
I think like Robin gets pals, right? Like Ralph's been a pal, and all the time that Ralph and Robin spent together, I never thought they were a couple. And John was a pal like that. John was Robin's movie pal.
Even my
and when she
girlfriend
needed a
Karen at the
date
time
pal-
thought that me and Robin had something going on.
I don't know anyone who thought that.
Me neither.
Well,
John,
wait,
this
wait,
is why I say you can't put any validity in anything he said.
Okay, wait. If Dan Foreman talks to you, Howard, and he tells you that he did ask me that, then do you believe me?
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah.
All I know is if Robin leaned over and started to tongue you, why wouldn't you do it?
Right. No, it was a.
So how
it
could
was
that
a
be
quick-
true?
It was a quick moment.
But if you're saying
Well,
she
then
wanted
if I wanted
wanted
to
it.
kiss you, why did I pull away in a quick moment?
When I shut the door of the car and walked out, I said, "That was really. I should tell everybody about this. That was so
Why
weird."
is it taking you all these years?
I've been
Because
t-
it took you all
I've been
these
telling this story
years
for 10
to
years.
Think of this lie.
You know what? Robert Quivers, Nikki Ziering, they all want him, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
everybody
Stop
wants
it.
him.
You know what, Gary?
You gotta
It's
have
not-
him.
Nikki Ziering, I think.
Yeah, come on. I mean, I didn't.
I
say
don't know
that.
what's
She
going
said-
on with the two of you.
I didn't say that. She said it on the show. I have nothing to do with Nikki Ziering. She said she could fall in love with me. I
You
didn't
know,
make
it
that
wasn't
up.
real.
Stop.
You were in a jungle.
Well, whatever. All I was doing was.
What did you do with Nikki Ziering? What
Reporting
did you
it.
do with Nikki Ziering?
I didn't do anything with Nikki Ziering. I swear on my life. Howard, how could I even if I wanted to? There's cameras all over every second of the time. As soon as we got back, she was banging Chris Judd.
All right. Good. I know you're carrying on. everybody.
Well, allegedly, apparently she didn't want to talk about it.
All right.
But the point is,
John's
if Robin
escapades.
wanted to kiss you so badly,
How come it
why-
never happened again?
yeah, how come it never happened again? Well, why would she pull away from something
Because you know what, Gary,
that she wanted to do?
I think I was even with Karen at the time. I don't remember. It was a weird thing.
So funny.
I don't think that she was like totally in love with me, but I think that if
totally.
if
in
I
love.
would have
a
like
little bit in love.
A little bit. She
if
had a
I would
crush
have
on you.
like yeah, I think she had a crush on me.
I'm a prize.
Robin, who else do you kiss on the? Have you ever pecked Gary on the lips?
Gary doesn't nudge me begging for
all
kisses.
It's true.
All right.
I don't.
Have you ever pecked Howard on the lips?
Yes.
Well, we all know you're in love with him.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So you're claiming Robin wanted it.
I'm claiming that she kissed me with her mouth open, and I thought that was weird. Oh, that's funny.
It's so funny.
You started to sound like Kobe Bryant.
So funny.
I am.
Yeah, she wanted
She's
it.
the older
She had
one
her
here.
mouth-
She was raping me.
Smooth, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you the exact scenario. You ever see Charlie Brown when Lucy kissed Snoopy?
No.
That's what happens. Dog germs. You better get your mouth sterilized, Rob, from kissing John.
If you tongue John, you shoot your mouth sterile.
I didn't tongue him. He was trying to get his tongue in my mouth.
Let me ask you a question. Did our tongues hit?
No.
Yeah,
Did
Greg, you're on the air.
No. All right. So maybe they didn't.
All right, Greg, you're on the air.
Good morning. The one thing I can't figure out is why John's up.
We can't understand you with these cell phones, man. Wait, cell phones are ruining radio. I'm thinking of having a ban on cell phones.
Yeah, but everybody who listens is driving right now.
Yeah, but then they call in and you can't hear them.
They should restrain themselves because we can't hear them.
Right. All right, I got to take a break.
Yeah, we'll never figure out John and this kiss.
Howard, do you-
He's made a second into a whole story.
Well,
Yes,
it is
Mr. X.
It is funny.
Hey, I pity that fool, that stuttering fool. He kissing on my woman like that.
You know, Howard, I told Mr. X a story, and he kind of believed it too.
Yeah, right.
No, yes, he did. He did. He even
Please.
he even said to you, Robin.
Oh, you're
come
so
on.
funny. You're so funny.
We had dinner once. He said something in private to me about it.
Yeah? What? Like what?
I forget now.
Yeah. Please.
Wow.
Listen, you're a single woman, you know, older. You probably wanted a youngster.
Hey, yes, Mike, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going? Hey, now.
Hey, now.
I believe the story with John. It doesn't. It sounds like to me that she's lying about it. She's hiding something, and
Hiding something.
If we did a lie detector test, Howard, it would come,
Well, here we go with
it
lie
would come out that she did kiss me on the lips and her mouth was open.
Right.
That much
Sure.
would come. Robin, your mouth wasn't open at all?
No.
Hey, just the way that Robin is getting defensive, it sounds like she's.
You know what? But this is what John is like an avalanche falling on you. He starts promoting his story. None of this stuff ever happened, and you have to
Howard,
start
you remember the
fighting back
Channel
where
9 show?
he gets to write the story.
Do you remember the Channel 9 show?
No, I completely forgot.
Okay, I used to spend the whole time with Robin in her dressing room. You don't remember that?
Oh, my God.
I wasn't aware that I was so busy working, John. I didn't know. But what,
You didn't spend any whole
We
time.
used to drive
John
there together
would
every
go to sleep in my dressing room. Remember, I used to go to the hotel and take a nap.
You used to put your makeup on in front of me. You used to change.
I didn't put my own makeup on. I was in a makeup room.
it shows you she's not into you. No chick puts her makeup on in front of a dude.
But I didn't put my makeup on.
Well,
I
you
was
used to
in the
get
makeup
ready in
room.
there with me in there. You remember?
I did not, John. You'd have to leave when it was time for me to get dressed.
Howard, call Dan for me.
He had no
You were in
place
there when
to
Robin
go.
got dressed, so you saw her body.
No. She would make me leave when she got dressed. No, Gary saw her body.
I know, but so what are you saying?
No, but she used to get ready. I don't remember. I used to hang out in there the whole time. It was the only place I
And when I came, remember, you'd have to leave because it was time for me to get dressed.
So my
That's
point
when
is,
I
if she
got
hated
there.
my guts, or she would let me hang out in a dressing room the whole time with her, talking. She would drive me there.
No, John, I had a car.
Yeah. So did Fred and Jackie. What do you mean? So
You
why
were
did I
in the
always...
car with me when I went over to Channel 9?
Yeah, you don't remember with the time in the Cross Bronx when you were trying to beat traffic and you were...
That was one time that I drove myself. Most of the time,
Howard,
I had a
Howard.
car
Yeah.
driving me there.
I'm just enjoying this.
Howard,
Yeah.
by the way, what designer sunglasses do you wear that we always see you with on the E! Show?
What sunglasses do I wear in these? They're Serengeti.
Those are cool, actually.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, people seem to like them. I had another pair and I lost them. I don't
How
know
much
where
they
they are.
cost?
I don't know. I bought them at iMan.
What's that?
It's a
Optical store?
optical place in Manhattan. But I don't think they carry them anymore. I don't think they make these. I should have bought a couple hundred
And
pair.
also, Howard, when Robin kissed me, she was heavy then.
Oh, boy.
She was like, she had a huge
Here
butt.
we go.
If like now, I swear to you, now I would bang her in a second, if I wasn't married. But
So what are
then,
you saying back then you didn't want to do it?
Not really. She was heavy. She
Then
had.
why were you asking her to kiss you if you weren't
Well,
attracted?
because I liked her enough to make out or maybe accept oral, but I wouldn't bang her.
You piece of crap. You couldn't get that off me anytime.
All right, we're going to take a break. I'm sorry to show.
Now he's like throwing that. I never heard that part before.
What?
Now, that was when I was heavy. I don't even know
I
when
told you the
this
other day
happened.
that now that you're so skinny, you're actually become like way more attractive. In the old days, you used to eat way too much.
John, you're too funny. You're an amazing man.
Remember when she was whooping down like
year?
7 hamburgers a day?
That wasn't when we were kissing, John. You're a crazy man. Now he's mixing history during the Channel 9 days.
all
I
right.
was there.
All right. Well, then how did you get heavy? What,
No.
Slim
And
fast?
This happened at the time of Channel 9, right?
Well, okay. No, this was after Channel 9.
Oh, here we go. It was after Channel 9. Then I didn't drive
It was when
myself
you were
at
heavy,
all.
so it was either before. I don't know exactly
John,
the date.
just stop. You're making up stories
No, I'm
and
not.
mixing
You were heavy
genres
for,
and eras.
Robin, you were heavy
and
for
all
the
of this
whole 20
stuff.
years I've known you.
Right, fine, whatever. I can show you pictures when you knew me when I wasn't heavy.
Yeah, for 3 months when you were on Nutrisystem.
Sure.
She looked like an Ethiopian.
Okay,
Remember?
right.
All right, you two lovebirds have to take
This
this
is the
somewhere
guy
else.
who was begging for a kiss, all right? What's your problem?
What do you mean? I was horny, single. Like I said, I would.
But I was a mess, so what the hell is wrong
you
with
think
you?
you're still attractive. You
What
were just,
the hell is wrong with you?
You were attractive.
Evidently, you weren't that big a mess.
No, you were attractive for oral.
No, either I'm a mess or I'm not.
Howard, you know what? Some you'll take except oral
my
from.
God.
I ain't getting into this.
You're crazy. You're a crazy man. And just leave me alone.
By the way, this goes on all day.
Yeah, John with his stories, trying to convince people of something.
I left here yesterday. This was going on. I had to leave. I couldn't even.
I walk out of this every day.
Well, that's right. This conversation has been going on for a while. So don't stop lying, telling Howard this is a new thing. We've been talking about this for 10 years.
Right.
All right, I got to take a break.
Crazy, John.
When we come back, the woman who does that voice of those sex audio tapes, she's going to come in.
She's sweating, Howard. Look at her forehead. She's sweating.
What does that mean?
Because you know it's the truth.
Oh, all right, whatever, John.
She's sweating.
Whatever.
Look how
That's how you tell the truth, whether I'm telling the truth
I'm
or not.
sweating.
I have a tell. Okay.
You do?
I guarantee you, Robin would take a lie detector test and pass it.
That's right.
How much you want to bet?
Oh, here we go.
How much you want to bet?
I hate this. Now he's got to take one, and I've got to take one.
Yeah.
You take the lie detector test. Forget me.
No.
Tell
No.
me.
Look,
What do you mean,
look, Howard.
No.
Look how reluctant,
What do you mean,
OJ.
no? If your story is true, your lie detector will come out
So why don't we both
positive.
take it?
No, you
Oh,
take
because you'll get in trouble with Mr. X.
What difference does it make?
That's why. I'm telling you. He'd be pissed if she turns out lying.
Doesn't he have any
He pour more than water on you.
that there's only one true story?
I don't know.
Howard, then why don't we do it?
So he can take the lie
What question
detector
would you
test.
ask Robin if you had your opportunity?
Okay. Did she open her mouth?
Oh.
Yes, I definitely wanted an open mouth kiss.
She opened her mouth. It was longer than.
All right, so in other words,
claiming.
Robin's hooked up to a lie detector, and the guy goes, "Did you kiss John with your mouth open?"
Okay, and then she's gonna say no, and it's gonna go bam.
Then you put on the thing and take the lie
All
detector
right, so let's
test.
do it.
And
Let's
go
find
ahead.
out once and for all.
Only one person needs to take the test, John.
But it should be you.
No, why should it be me?
Howard, who's more fun for it should be?
You.
It's not a question of fun. It's a question of whose interpretation you believe. So both of you would have to take the test.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking any tests. He can take
See,
the
I'm
test
willing to take it,
because
Howard,
I've
because I know what happened.
I'm the one always taking the lie detector test around here. I'm tired of it. Let him prove that his story
Who's
is
suddenly becoming guilty here?
Howard, he doesn't even believe his story.
Yes,
That's
I do.
what I'm counting.
All right.
He doesn't even believe it.
Of course I believe it, so then why don't you take
You
the test?
don't believe it? This is you making up things to enhance and get in here and have some airtime.
I didn't. This wasn't about airtime.
Of course it has.
If it was about Howard, if it was about airtime, when I pulled you aside one day.
See, the discussion out there is that John would absolutely pass a lie detector test.
Let's put him on it then.
Not because it happened, but John has convinced himself it happened.
He doesn't even believe this story, Gary. I know he doesn't.
Well, we think he does. We think that.
No. I believe that our mouths were open. The only thing that
He's
was
not
was
even
if
sure
no,
of
the
that.
only
I
thing
gotta
if
get
the
out of
tongues
this.
hit or not. I'm not sure. I know that my tongue hit something, but maybe it was her lip or something, or her teeth. I don't know.
But she pulled her head
That
back.
means his tongue was out, which is my story.
Or maybe your tongue hit my
No. You told them yesterday I tried to put my tongue in your mouth. Now you're saying my
because our tongues hit.
something.
I can't remember if it was mine in your mouth or yours in my
Crap,
mouth.
John.
No, it's not, Howard.
You're saying the two of you tongue.
Yeah, I think our tongues hit at some point during the kiss. When I left your car,
was that I tried
when I left
to
her
put
car, Howard,
my
I
tongue
said,
in his mouth.
I think our as I left the car, I said I think our tongues just touched.
Yes, because you were poking your tongue out, but
No, I
I
wasn't.
ran away.
Get out of here! Ran away.
Yes, I ran away.
Ran away.
I
She's driving.
screamed
She
and
ran away.
No, from you
A
in the
liar.
car. I retreated.
Why don't you
You're
take
a
the
nut.
test?
This is the
Take the
funniest
test.
thing.
Take the test.
Why do I have to take a test?
Gary,
It's no
come
big
on.
deal.
Come on.
Take a test
I
yourself.
think that what should happen is both of you guys should take
I'm
a test.
not going to go under any lie detector anymore. Test John if you want
Guilty.
to test somebody.
All right.
Fred, guilty.
Fred.
I say both have to take the test.
You can say
I
all
believe
you
John
want.
is
I'm
making.
tired
Oh, of
being-
course you do,
I
Fred.
get challenged every moment.
No, because John, you changed your story 5
No, I
times
didn't.
during the. Go back and listen to
I
the
got
tape.
it.
I said our tongues.
Can I
I
ask him
think
listen to
hit,
the
but I
tape?
This is what
cannot
I've been
be
trying
sure.
to tell you. He changes his story
He changed
over
his
the
story the
years.
last
No, hold on.
First it was during the Channel
No,
9
I have
show.
to
Hold on,
tell
Howard.
It wasn't during the
thing
Channel
I'm
9
saying is
show.
our mouths were both open.
No,
I don't know if my tongue hit her tongue, if her tongue hit my tongue, if my tongue hit. That's
Let's
the only
have
thing.
the FCC investigate
Yep.
while they're doing the Janet Jackson investigation.
Yesterday it was Robin tongued me.
Yeah, I think she
That's right.
tongued me.
See, this is what
Gary,
I'm telling
I
you.
think our tongues touched.
No, you know,
Well,
it
now
wasn't
he's
that your
changing
tongues
it again.
touch. It was that she stuck her tongue out at
Yeah,
you.
he wasn't saying
Gary, when
he
your
stuck
mouths are
his tongue
closed,
anywhere.
well, your mouth is probably impossible. But when your mouths are open and kissing, Howard, right? You know, you can't remember if your tongue was out into her mouth or her
John,
was.
did we have our arms around each other? What was going on there?
I think maybe my arm was.
Oh, you're
was-
crazy now.
Next he's
Now
gonna have
you're
Well, I
crazy.
mean, how do we
Now
kiss?
You're out of your mind.
Okay, Robin, I had my arms behind my back. I mean, come on.
You're too funny.
And by the way,
You're
she
too
leaned into
funny.
me too, Howard. It
Here
wasn't
we
just
go.
me leaning into.
I was driving a car. It's a big car. If I was going to kiss you, I had to
Well, then
lean
why would you
over.
lean over and go to
Like
kiss me in the lips?
Because I was going to give you a kiss.
Why?
Because you begged me to.
Oh, come on.
What? Oh, this was my idea, John?
Do you kiss all your men
No,
that you
it
don't
wasn't
like on the lips?
my idea. Was
if
it
you hated
my
me so much,
idea?
and you were
Was
so
it my idea?
No, it was my idea.
All right, then.
I'm the
Who
man.
was asking for it?
I'm the man.
Although you did give into it.
I was sick of him. This was going on for months
Listen,
and
you
months
remember
and months and months.
Howard,
Should have never happened.
remember how
And
Karen
now
was sick of
I stay
me?
away from him.
Remember how my girlfriend was so sick of me? She asked the producers to keep her away from me. Then what happened a year later?
Right.
She was with me for 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. He can wear anybody down.
That's right, and I wore you
But
down.
I didn't
You just
give him
admitted it.
any tongue kiss.
I wore you down.
You're a crazy man.
Yeah, look who's crazy. You're the one that.
I rest my
You're the
case.
one not taking the
I
test,
rest
Robin.
my
Look at you sweating in
case.
there.
I rest my case.
You're the one not taking the test.
Fine,
Yes,
John.
Joe, you're on the
Whatever.
air.
It doesn't matter to me.
Robin, what is wrong with you? What happened in your life that you kiss him with your mouth?
I can't understand this guy. I tell you, the phone calls are not the quality. Am I right?
You can't
You
hear
hear other
any of
shows and the calls sound better.
There's something wrong with our equipment. I know it.
Yeah, I've never heard this on other radio shows.
I know. John, you're on the air.
No, it's Callie. Yo, John, you're the worst phone screener. You should be back out on the streets interviewing people doing that. You should just shut up already. Everyone knows you're an idiot.
Thank you, Callie.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Howard. I just want to tell Robin, I love you. I want to kiss you. Mi chocolate, mi amorcita, te amo. Te quiero dar un beso. Mua, 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 mua.
Hey, Robin.
Yes, you still here?
Have we told each other that we loved each other?
Oh, my
Huh?
God. Here we go.
Have we?
Here we go. Yes, in the most amorous moments.
Linda, go ahead. You're on the air.
We have. I'm telling you.
I believe that.
Howard, I have a theory. I think Susanna has a grand plan. When that woman comes to her senses and goes to the divorce lawyer, is he going to have a field day with the grounds for divorce? He's going to pay through the nose for that waitress service he's getting.
Right.
Only 50% is allowed.
He is so delusional. He is the most delusional man when it comes to relationships and people.
Oh, why? You don't clean up after your husband? Ever?
No, he helps me. We're a team.
I'll tell you what, my mother always cleaned up after, like cleaned the table and did all that work.
My mother did too,
All
but
right, so?
we have more
was
respect
your father
for
an idiot
each
too?
other.
Is your father an idiot too?
My father is passed away.
All right, well, was that...
Yeah, but your father...
My father did expect that kind of treatment,
Yeah, but your
and I
father-
saw that growing up.
But your-
That when you actually have to live it, and you're working your butt off, and
Hey,
your husband comes home and
hold on.
expects to be waited on, I'm
Right,
so...
why am I busy with John's problems?
No,
I
I
gotta
know.
move. I got
I'm
a
not
ton of
asking you
great
to be.
stuff to do today.
I didn't ask to be in here.
Holy mackerel! I know. It's enough already.
It's fine.
I don't know what happened between you two.
Well,
it
she
sounds
won't
like
take a
something
lie
happened.
detector test,
Something
which
happened.
is
You
an
can-
admission of
you
guilt.
can-
Something went on.
Then, you know what? Indulge all of you can
Well,
indulge
Howard, at
yourself
the very
in
least, she
fantasies.
kissed me on the lips, right?
Right.
Like I've never kissed any other person on the lips before.
listen, I don't kiss
I think you can get a number of men in here, and they'll never say I tried to jam my tongue
and one
in their
had
mouth.
you over a sink.
All right.
I'm not talking about him. He had my tongue in his mouth.
All right, listen, you two lovebirds. I got to take a break. I'm tired of this. I'll tell you what, I bet you would never kiss Benji on the lips no matter how.
Thank you, Howard. That's a good point.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't want to kiss John. John skeeves me. But I had to get him out of my car. It was one of those days. He was not going to leave.
Get out of here. What a lame excuse.
Sure.
All right, why don't we take a break? You two work this out.
I don't have anything to work out.
You guys remind me of those two people on Star Trek who were eternally locked in battle.
But that's what it's like with John. Life with John is being locked in an
Oh, yeah. So why have you told me that you love me?
Because I had to get again.
Oh, here we go, Howard.
Let me tell you.
Let's hear the BS
He'll
here.
say, Robin, you love me, don't you?
Oh.
You love me.
Okay.
Go ahead and say it. Please say it. You know you love me. You got to say it.
All right.
So you spend a year hearing
Oh.
that, and you finally go, yes, I love you, John. Get away
Get
from me.
out of here. Oh, stop.
How do you think she said it to you?
She said, there'll be
I
times
walked
where I'm
up
just
to
hanging
you.
out, and I'll be like, I'll say I love you, and she'll say I love you too, or something like that.
No, ask the guys in the hall. There are days that John sidles up to me with that look in his eye, and he always grabs me and mauls me, and then he'll go, oh, I love you. You know you love it too. And I'll say, yeah, I
that
love
was your
you,
story
John.
about
That's
Jackie.
right.
You've told me you love me. It's like we would just be all hanging around when you
All
said.
right, sure.
All right.
I have no recollection of it.
Oh, of course not. You block everything out.
Then I'm definitely telling the truth.
All right. You know what? I love this, but I have to move along. We're going to be back right after these words.
All right, John, what happened, man?
Everyone's available. Dwayne Reed.
What? What happened?
I'm just looking at the calls.
All you got to do is ask.
What do you mean what happened? I told the story about Robin and I kissing, and we have a... our memory is true that we both memory is the same when it comes to the kiss. So we both kissed, we both bent over, we're both admitting to that. I'm saying that our mouths, at least from my recollection, our mouths were open. Now, when I left the car, I thought either my tongue hit her tongue or, my tongue hit something. So I don't know what it was. I don't know if Robin's tongue hit my tongue or her teeth hit my tongue, but I know that my tongue hit something. And then I'm questioning myself, did she give me the tongue? And that's the thing. I'm not saying she, did, and I'm not saying she definitely did. I'm saying she did. I'm just saying that I know that. From my recollection, something hit.
Hey, so what's gonna happen next? They're gonna be lie detector?
She won't do it, which is, if you ask me, is an admission of guilt. Because I'm ready to do it. Because, I know when I left that car, I was like, I think we just, made out.
I saw Milk Crate in a drunken brawl with Kevin Spacey, while Nicolas Cage sang Purple Rain. They were wearing nothing but boots and bow ties.
Hey, Howard, do you think you could put me back on hold so I can listen?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Shame you got to do that.
Hey, it's also a shame that Stuttering John's last day's today, and now we're talking about this all the time.
Hey, you know what, though? Mel was talking to me about that. He goes, John's a traitor. I go, really? What is that all about? He goes, look, he said, what you did for this guy, there was nobody on the planet. He couldn't pick up the phone and call you beforehand or go to you in the hall. He goes, at least say to you, hey, something's up. Jay Leno's a big con man, rip-off guy. Maybe we could have done something for the guy. He goes, but he totally abandoned ship. He did it on the sly so that, nothing would get screwed up for him. He wasn't interested in staying with the show, and he wasn't interested in being with the people who would really, where would he be without us? And he says, he's dead to me.
Oh, well, I knew that. Mel, you don't leave.
Yeah, he says, you don't even know when you're being screwed by a dude. He goes, what, he couldn't come to you and say, hey, something's going on here, and maybe, I want to be with the most cutting-edge show on the planet and not on some wimpy...
He doesn't want that. That's for sure. You don't leave this to go to Jay Leno if you want to be cutting edge.
Yeah, and if to go on a limpy, lame show that's going to only rip off my material...
if you ask me why I'm here, why I would never go and work for another radio station, it's because I want to be on this show.
Yeah,
I want to do what we do.
So Mel said he could have come. Maybe we could have done something for him financially, but no.
He didn't want
But, John's rap is like, well, they like me, and you guys don't. I go, well, hey, we took you, and you were doing nothing.
Yeah, how do we not like you?
I invented
took you off
you.
the street.
For 15 years he's been with this show, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, 15 years, I don't like you.
Keep a guy around you don't like for 15.
And so at least give me the courtesy. And even Jonathan Kraft said to me, because how could you even look at John? He goes, what the guy doesn't give you a heads up first and say, hey, this is getting serious and I don't want to, is there any way I could stay with the show? He said, he's a traitor.
He didn't even go to Tom.
No, he didn't go to anyone.
Tom,
yeah, Tom was certainly
a serious
available.
offer.
Right. No one. So he didn't want to stay with the show.
Absolutely not.
Well, you have a point.
Yep.
Are you still going to be friends with him?
Yeah, I'm friends with John, but I don't know. If I keep talking to Mel, I'm not going to be.
I know. Mel will talk you right out of that.
Yeah, Mel's getting me real fired up.
I was going to say, that's revving me up now.
Yeah, Mel sees things very black and white. He goes, he says, what, the guy couldn't track down someone from the company in town?
He happens to be right.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened
feel that
yesterday.
way, right?
I 100% do. You're giving him
Tom,
way much more of a pass than he deserves.
I was going to say, and how about, when we took away the midday shift, which we did last July or something like that, continued to pay full scale. In fact, you and I talked about it, and and I specifically said, I'm asking you to ask me not to cut his pay rate, and you said, so don't do it. Let's protect him for as long as we possibly can.
Well, we're supposed to have a deal till April, actually. It was a 2-year deal that was supposed to end in April, and you cut it in December.
So there was no firm 2-year deal.
Yes, there was.
Then you know what? Then why didn't you? If that was the case, why didn't you stand up and say, "Hey, Tom, you know what? You're not living up to your deal." And when we didn't cut it all the way back. We still left 50% of the money in.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely, we did.
You left 50% of the money in?
Yeah.
When?
When your new rate started.
See, he's angry with you.
Yeah,
he's definitely angry, and this was all out of anger.
It wasn't out of anger. And by the way, my agent did call Tom and say that we're, John's trying to do other things. I just want to make sure that, and
other things aren't full-time jobs with other,
John's.
With
Trying to do other things is not.
John, that conversation. I'm sorry, Robert, but that conversation was about you doing other special kinds of projects, and what I said to him was, we have no problem with you doing other special kinds of projects as long as we know about them up front and they're not in conflict with the radio show. Okay?
Which has always been the policy.
Can I just say one thing, too? Because I feel, I got to get this off my chest before you leave, John, and I'm not mad at you, but I really take offense to the fact that this whole reason why nobody knew that you couldn't tell me was because I get everything wrong. And I think that's just a cop-out.
Well, no, I spoke to Robin about it.
You never told me about the offer of an announcer's job.
The announcer, not the announcer, but the correspondent job.
You were turning down all those other jobs. That's what my
Mel's point of
understanding
view was, hey, John is ungrateful, that he did this on the QT, that Jay Leno's a rip-off artist, and that, if John wanted to stay with the most cutting-edge show, at least say to you, hey, something's going on here. It's a serious offer. It's really good money.
Well, if
Can
you really
guys
want
do
to stay
something
with the
for me?
most cutting-edge show, you couldn't take this offer.
And plus, you know what Jay.
And
plus, you also know what Jay's doing. I mean, Jay's taking something that he never would have put on the air in the first place if it wasn't for the fact that John was on our show, and never would have hired John ever, not out of college certainly. And so he said his point is he owed you the courtesy of coming to you first.
You remember when?
But I don't know. My point of view is, hey, he didn't want to be with me anymore.
Right, but you remember when I was, you came to New York and I was left in Washington, and they tried to hook me. I was like, I can't do that.
Right.
And they were offering me big money to do it.
That's true.
More money than I had ever made in my life. I went somewhere else.
I was under the impression that you were leaving in 2 years. Also.
So what? I say that all the time.
Well, no, but you seem to really be serious about it this time.
So what would happen if I left in 2 years?
Well, I don't want you to have to worry about me.
No, but I think Howard's
point... How do you know Jay Leno's going to be with you in 2 years? You don't know.
Jay Leno could drop dead tomorrow.
And I think Howard's point was if he's leaving in 2 years or not, it's why not have that discussion with him?
Yeah, let me sit down with you and say, you know what, John, that's a good idea, maybe, because I might leave in 2 years.
You said you don't want to talk to me.
You know you miss.
You said you did not want to talk to me.
Stop it. You found me the morning after you signed the contract and you talked to me.
Robin, so why didn't you? Why'd you say to me?
No,
you've done all you can do.
There are a whole bunch of conversations you had with Howard about other things that I didn't know about, and you could have brought it up then because it was just you and him. Just you and him.
You know what I was talking about. I'm not going to go through it with you again. I said to you, I don't want to hear about your cockamamie schemes anymore.
Business.
That's right. I don't want to. The same what Tom's talking about. Not about if you. It's a big difference if you're leaving the show. Right. Come on, John. I'm talking about, you know what I didn't want to talk about. All your cockamamie, Stuttering John tour, your book, your this, your that, the other thing. I said, talk to Gary, let him know, and I will talk to you on a case-by-case basis, or I'll tell Gary. When you were leaving the show, that's a whole different ballgame, and you had no problem picking up the phone the day the contract was
signed. And those other things you talked to me about were in addition to the show. You were never leaving the show with those other things either. You never told me when you were leaving the show.
I told you that I was going to be looking to do a sitcom or things like that.
Yeah, looking is one thing.
And
getting the job
that's
is different.
Not the same. Well, that's not what we're talking about.
I know. By the way, talk to Mel. So suddenly your whole thing is going to change because you talk to Mel.
I didn't say that.
All right.
I'm telling you what Mel said, and he made some good points.
I don't know a guy who's ever left here that has left on a good note, no matter
sure they have.
Sure they have. Yeah, like who?
Scott Einziger.
No, Scott Einziger.
He left on a great note. We were still friends. You're wrong.
All right.
Are you doing other work?
Me?
Yeah.
Am I doing other work?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a deal at ABC.
How do we know about that?
Ever been an issue?
No, it's not. Never been. It's never been. But that was in my contract when I signed here originally that I could do other stuff.
And I had an understanding that that would also.
If Mel was happy about it and everything was fine, you'd be happy about it.
No,
everything would be fine. Come on.
By the way, Thomas
said
that's
true.
Exactly. This conversation took place well before he ever had dinner with Mel last night.
And you know what's weird, Howard? For 15 years, I've been paid literally nothing. So suddenly I'm.
How did you get 2 homes?
Because every weekend I'm out on. I'm not blaming you for it, but I'm saying suddenly I'm
maybe you would have. Maybe he would have. So maybe he would have seen you and give him a shot.
And I talked to Mel. 2 years ago, I've had a long conversation.
All right, but the point is, why wouldn't you come and say to anyone?
I still made nothing.
Why wouldn't you come to someone and say you got another job offer?
Right. That's what it would take for you guys to pay me.
Yeah.
That's what it takes in any business.
That's the way it is. You got to use things to your advantage.
Well, I mean,
do you think I get paid here? I get paid because Mel's afraid that someone else is going to make me a better money offer.
Yeah, but Tom didn't believe I can do anything else.
What are you talking about?
But even when I told him I got a job, he's like, no way, like, get out of here.
Everybody said midday
that.
show, right?
Well, John, you can't do anything else. What are you doing? You're being the stuttering announcer.
All right, so then
you can't do anything else.
So who cares?
You're the stuttering John.
All right, so then I sucked.
Right. I didn't say you sucked.
The point that Mel was making is you don't love this show.
Of course I love this show.
No, you want to go do
Howard, I gave you 15 years of loyal
imitation of this
15 years of loyal service.
Because nobody else wanted you.
No, because I love you.
No, because
and I love
no one else wanted you. You first offer you got, you ran off. You didn't come to anybody. You did. Wait a second. Mel's right about one thing.
Go and sit and pretend that Jay Leno is as funny as you.
Yeah, I know, and that's going to be interesting. That's your hand. That's going to be interesting.
Jay Leno is funny. So
okay, all right. You're going to really say that. You're going to say Jay's funny.
Jay Leno's one of the best stand-ups in the world. How?
Okay, is Jay Leno's Tonight Show funny?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so John is leaving, and I do wish you well. And I don't care what Mel says. No, I told you. I told you I wished you well, and I do wish you well. And have a good time on the Tonight Show. Seriously, have a good time. I know that Jay's a very honorable guy and will treat you well. So you're in for a good ride. And I do wish you well. And you are a friend of ours. And despite Mel never saying that you're dead to him, and Tom saying you're dead to him, I didn't say you were dead to me. So I wish you good luck.
Hey, Howard, I got one more question about Jay Leno.
Yes.
If Stuttering John, if it doesn't work out between him and Jay Leno, let's say in 6 months, and he gets rid of him, will you rehire him?
No. No, that I absolutely wouldn't. I'm going to have someone to replace him very soon, actually.
And I wouldn't blame you.
No, it's not because I don't like you.
No, I know.
I'm going to take that budget.
Of course,
I have to move forward.
Of course, I know.
And you know what? I do love John. And I'm going to be sad to see John go. He's a great guy.
Oh, he is.
And but no, I'm not going to be disloyal to somebody new.
You mean I can apply for an internship?
Intern, you can always intern.
Start all over again.
You start all over again. You'll be fine. You'll do just fine.
Who's going to be the king of gossip? Who's going to come in with the private stuff no one else will have the guts to talk about?
That's a big hole. That's a big shoes to fill.
That's the shoes.
Yeah, John, and despite that John thinks I don't think he's talented, I do. No one is on this show because I think they're untalented. Everybody here is talented. Not you, Gary. All right. Not you, Tom. Certainly not you.
And I never claimed to be.
Who's funnier, Letterman or Leno, John?
Leno. I hate Letterman.
Oh, Leno. Please.
John.
Oh, not even.
Hold on a second. I swear to God, may I die right now. I think that David Letterman is so arrogant.
Bury him.
And I swear to God. Artie, haven't I said this to you privately for years?
Actually, John has said that to me. I completely disagree.
I so don't like David Letterman.
Win.
I so don't like him. I think he thinks his S don't stink.
But you're saying Jay's funny. Jay Show is funny.
First of all, David Letterman saw Jay Leno doing stand-up and said, that is a pro.
No, you got the story wrong.
No, I don't.
Leno who saw Leno.
No, you got the story wrong. How much you want to bet, Fred?
Go back and read The Late Shift.
Yeah.
That was the book. Basically,
how much you want to
Leno,
bet, Fred?
I will bet you your job.
All right. There you go.
If I happen to be right, you quit.
You're going to bet your own $1.5 million?
No. He has to
quit. Would you bet Fred that?
I'm not going to bet the job.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're wrong.
I mean, listen. Besides that, why would I trust a liar? First of all, Letterman was a stand-up. Fred, he was...
You feel John's a liar?
A total liar.
Why?
Because that you pointed it out like 5 seconds ago. If he really wanted to get a hold of you, he would have called you. Like you made a good point. And this, I've been. I could only go. And I've been holding on to this one for quite some time too. He was blaming Gary for screwing up some information.
Yeah.
Now, about a year ago, did you not go on Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah.
You were in this studio asking Howard for permission to go. You said, I need 2 weeks.
Yes, I thought it was 2 weeks. Then I pulled Gary aside.
I
pulled Gary aside a week later and told him it was 3 weeks. Told Steve Kingston the same thing. Freddie,
a week.
Why don't you get Steve Kingston on the phone and ask him how many weeks that I don't care.
I don't care what Steve Kingston said. I just saw what I saw.
Don't sit there and accuse me of lying, Fred, when I didn't lie. I told Gary 3 weeks, buddy. I swear to God, you have the nerve.
You haven't told me.
You have the nerve.
I swear to God,
I want to stab you.
I swear to God, I did.
You have the nerve.
How come a week? How come a week? I have the nerve because that's what happened, Fred.
And
were you in the office, Fred, with me and Gary?
I have another point. Hold on. One more point. Were
you in the office with me and Gary, Fred?
One more point.
At least have a witness,
John. One more point.
There is no witness, John. It's me against you.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Fred, did you ever?
One more.
I had one more
Fred,
point.
John. So you can really blow your stack. Yeah. I got an email about 2 weeks ago saying you bought a house in California.
Yeah.
Sent the email.
Untrue.
But do you have a house in California?
A, you name the town. A, you name the town. B, you got the price wrong. And C, I don't want to...
Did you buy a house in California?
It doesn't matter.
Yes
I don't know.
Did you buy a house
where I'm living?
in California?
He's just asking if you bought a house in California.
Before you announced on this show and before you told Howard?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
how long did you know about it?
I mean, so what does
I'd
that
say
mean?
there's some deception.
By the way, hold on. Hold on.
Some deception.
Here's the truth, Howard. Here's
the truth.
When it serves a purpose, you tell the truth.
If I want to, first of all, I don't have to buy that house. Okay, that's A. B. If I want, I could flip that house already for an incredible profit.
But that doesn't make
not why you bought it.
Wait a second. In my head, there was a thing in my contract.
In your head, there's a bat flying around.
All right, Freddie. Here's the deal.
I can't wait for the first bit that he stole.
There was a thing in my contract.
You can't wait for what?
The first bit that he stole.
There was a thing in my contract, Howard, that might not have happened. It wasn't until the last day that it was finally negotiated. I might not have ever signed the contract. And if that happened, I was prepared to sell that house in 2 seconds and turn it over.
And if you signed, you were prepared to
But you did have a house. What's that got to do with anything?
You were serious
because I could have used it as an investment.
You were serious enough about
investment. Just as good as my man.
You're delusional.
You had a house.
You don't buy a house in California unless you're pretty sure you're going.
Once you buy a house in New York, if you want to make a big investment.
I don't have to put 10% down.
No, but you love to invest. Why do you have to invest in California? No, but why? Think about it.
You got to go out there and look for the house.
In fact, I do work for the Tonight Show.
Right, so you were serious about it even early on.
Yeah, I wanted the job.
That's what he said.
No, that's all we've said.
But the truth is...
You want the job.
No, of course I wanted the job.
Okay.
But
so you can go work for a watered-down show. You don't need to be on the cutting edge. That's all Mel said.
This is some farewell.
I was working...
It's a sellout.
No. Robin, I don't make any money here. I make a very small amount of money.
So why couldn't you come and say...
15 years.
So why didn't you come
I didn't
and
expect
say
Tom to ever pay me. In fact,
come on.
Hold on a second. I was once in Tom's office, and Tom told me...
Here we go. Right. I'd rather die than give you a raise. How many times are you going to use that line?
And did he give you a raise, though?
He
did.
No, he didn't that time.
Sure he did.
No,
but he's giving you one since.
And by the way,
since.
By the way. And that's not the conversation. The other conversation, what you and Steve sat there and told me, what else are you going to do anyway? I mean, John, I mean...
So you're angry. That's why you did it.
I mean, I'm saying Tom
you're being dishonest then.
somehow I was going to get money from Tom.
Maybe,
ask everybody in this company.
Maybe in light of the fact that you got a job, you use it. You come to me. Listen, forget about Tom. You come to me and you say, hey, I got a job. What do you think? You think maybe this will break Tom's bank? You say it.
Well, I don't think Tom would ever.
It's okay. You wanted to leave.
Tom's never paid me in the past.
So now the anger's coming out.
And Tom is never paying anybody in the past.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, ask anyone in this company. I could bring 20 people in here to say, does Tom pay you?
But even I said to you, it's better to have two people wanting you than
already a raise in 2
one.
years.
But
You probably could have gotten more money out of Leno.
But why not say, hey, maybe I could play this off?
Right.
Because you wanted to go to...
I thought that was dishonorable. Sit and try and play.
No.
That's what you do.
Oh, when are you worried about being honorable?
When you came to the company almost 20 years ago, and your agent, excuse me, I was talking. Your agent negotiated with Mel, and
you're dead to me.
Did he just come and say, hey, this is the only place I want to work? Or did he say, listen, we have other offers, and there's a certain value that's being established for the show, and this is where you've got to be in order to get
you state your case.
Yeah. Would you say to Mel, Howard, I got another offer, Mel, pay me more?
Yeah.
Sure. That's what I did in my last contract.
That wouldn't piss him off?
No, he said
he's
to me,
a businessman.
he said to me, what's the offer? I said, I'm not even comfortable telling you about it. And he said, okay, I know that you're honorable. I know that you're telling me the truth. What are they offering you? I said, I'm not even going to tell you that, but I need certain things out of this job. By the way, I still didn't get a raise, but okay. I tried. I decided to stay here because I'm loyal to Mel.
You know what? You're looked upon a lot differently here than me, and as well you should.
Not by me.
As well you should.
Not by me. Not by me.
I think the point everyone's trying to make is that if you can I just say the words? Can I just say the words? If you would have gone into Tom and Howard and said,
not even Tom, Howard.
I got this amazing. Hold on, can I finish?
Wait.
I got this amazing deal.
I pulled you aside and said, Howard, Tom's not paying me. Is there anything you could do?
No, you're not hearing it.
That's not what Gary should have said.
If you would have gone to Howard and said,
I might have been able to go to Tom. And say, hey. There's a real danger of John leaving.
The market,
and even if Howard heard the numbers or didn't know the numbers, and you said to Howard, it's life-changing money. All right, we can say that.
Yeah.
Howard might have said, you know what, John? I can't compete with that. Go. And I think
Ralph,
everyone would have felt better about themselves.
Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
Now you're
Let me guess.
Go ahead, Ralph.
John, Oh, here we go, Ralph.
No, listen, I'm real happy for you. Everybody is. But, you know, I think, Howard, part of this was like an F you, look what I can do.
Right.
I know.
And then, you know what, that's okay. I'm fine with it. And in all seriousness, can I say something?
Oh, I haven't said they were acting like they loved John.
By the way, I know. And John needs a lot of love. And let me just say something. He's angry after 15 years. But listen to me. I do love John. And despite
I love you.
Yeah, wait, Joe, John.
And Ralph, I'll tell you if I love you. We'll see how this conversation goes.
John, why couldn't you just? I don't understand. For all these excuses and buying a house and doing this, why couldn't you pick up the phone and say to Howard, hey, you called to go to dinner, you called to do this, you called to do that, you called for 900 other things. This is a pretty damn important thing. Why can't you pick up the phone and say to him, hey, listen, I got a great offer for the Tonight Show. You don't think he can, maybe he'd be really happy for you, and he is.
I would have. I am.
So why?
But I would have at least said to him, hey, John, let me go talk to Tom. Maybe this is the wedge we can throw into Tom's tight pocket.
There's a concept called bid and ask.
I would have.
There's a concept called value of the market. Stocks are worth something because people are willing to pay that for them.
That's right.
Somebody's willing to pay more, and then
you'll pay everybody nothing until somebody else.
I will pay
what the market dictates for somebody.
I know you're insulted that you would want Tom to give you the money rather than have to give you the money, but how do you care how you get the money?
You know, usually, Gary, in a lot of companies, when you do a good job,
of course,
freaking boss pays.
How
But
not always. About other companies.
You never worked for another company.
What are you, Firestone? When you drove the truck, that was your job before here.
Also, in a lot of companies, if you don't do your job, they fire you.
Well, I'm saying it.
And also, John,
you know what, Tom could be.
Also, in a lot of companies, when you leave for a week and you don't tell anyone,
you don't show up.
You know what I mean? They don't often do that.
In all truth, and
by the way, John,
in a lot of companies they'll fire you if you say something off color for a morals clause.
I wanted to work
we
for the
don't.
Tonight Show. I mean,
well, that's what we're saying, and that's what Mel said.
That's what we're saying.
You didn't want to work for a cutting edge.
How many years
you didn't want to be out here?
You want to work for the Tonight Show?
I like to work here too. Too bad I couldn't do both.
But John, why didn't you call Howard?
You know what? It doesn't matter.
You know what?
Hey, listen.
Robin knows how. Hold on.
It's okay. Listen.
Let me just finish.
You know what? Don't even get the last word.
No, it's not true. You know how badly I felt after that conversation.
Go ahead.
Especially when there was this offer on the table that you were going to take. Then I noticed you got awfully quiet, even around me, John.
You've done all you can do.
Even around me, you got awfully quiet. You didn't even call me and tell me. You didn't even call me and tell me.
Hold on, let me let Callie say a word. Go ahead, Callie.
Yo, John! It's Callie, the guy you always hang up on. Remember me?
You mean the guy I put through about 2,000 times?
Yeah, a few times, but you always hang up. You're the worst phone screener. You have a life because of Howard, and you're a loser. You're a traitor, and good riddance. And you know what? When you do lose your job with Leno and you sell your house, your whole life will go down the drain.
I don't wish that on John.
I don't wish it on him, you know what? But that's what it's going to be, because boy, is it.
All right, listen.
And John is making one more point. He said, I said, and that was at the time you were turning down the
Robin, so why wouldn't you call me on the phone over the weekend?
Excuse me. Listen to me, all right? Listen to me now. You had turned down the correspondent job, and you were trying to talk to Howard about things you really, and how you felt about yourself and what you really wanted to do. And if there was...
I hadn't turned it down yet. I was going to ask him about it.
You said you were going to turn it down. And that's when I said, you've done all you can do. He doesn't want to talk right now.
Very key words.
You said to me, hey, Jay Leno's trying to take one of your bits. I would talk to him anytime.
Excuse me. Yeah. You also did not ever come to me and say, well, Robin, now I've got a real job offer that would take me away from here. What do I do?
It's a big difference.
And he told me that that's exactly what did happen, Robin. We talked about that yesterday. You told me that you spoke to Robin. She knew about this job. She said you could do all you could do.
I said that she knew about the correspondent aspect of the job.
And I said there's no way you can take that job.
It wrong, John.
Right, listen,
John, it's all water under the bridge.
I'm not the only guy who's afraid of this.
It's all water under the bridge.
A lot of people know that you screw up stories.
Yeah, well, luckily no fear left, John. Beat it.
Anyway, John, good luck.
Be afraid no more. Fly away, my young man.
What is it, Vinny?
Oh, let me guess this.
You're so freaking clueless.
Yeah.
15 years, no one's going to give you money. You have to have a better job offer to get more money from your boss. You know, they don't just hand it to you. You only do what you did if you want to leave, and you wanted to leave. Admit it.
I'm not saying
you couldn't wait to get out.
I'm not saying I did.
You couldn't wait to get out. And you know what? You're crazy. So many people would kill for that job. I would almost kill for that job and take a pay cut working with one of the funniest, legendary guys in show business. You're an idiot. You're a freaking idiot, John.
I have taken pay cuts.
John, leave right now.
Go kiss Letterman's ass.
Robin actually has, but that's irrelevant. John, I do wish you luck.
I love you, Howard.
Love you too. Good luck being with Jay. And you know, let's.
I hope it's as much fun.
Yeah, let's hope it's fun.
And I'll tell you one more thing. There's one more thing.
Hold it,
One more thing, because he's saying he wouldn't go to you. I went to Howard when somebody else was offering me more money to stay with them than
I guess I misconstrued
him.
So,
excuse me.
So why when you were on the phone with this weekend, you were like, John, you, again, reiterating, you've done all you can do.
I said you did all you could do then, but the world changed, and again,
I'm sure you're used to that.
Again, excuse me, you never came to me and told me this. There was nothing you could do then. You never said, I now have a firm job offer, Robin. I think I'm going to take it.
Howard said, do not talk to me about business.
I was going to make another point. The point was, I went to you when somebody was offering me more money to do what I do for them and not go with Howard. And Howard said, Robin, you have got to take it. You cannot turn that down.
This is why you're making millions of dollars.
Hold it a second.
I decided to turn it down.
Robin, wait, I'm going to tell you something, just so you know. And I'm not suggesting you needed to do this. Robin came to me. NBC had hired me. They would not hire Robin. We had a real problem on our hands. They had promised me they were doing it.
Yeah.
She came to me, and she said to me, listen, I've been offered a huge amount of money to stay here and work with the Grease Man.
Right.
And she told me the amount of money was staggering, more than you're making now with your new job. I said, you have to take it.
And believe me, I was making nothing.
And we weren't even on good terms.
Here's the difference. Robin was the co-host of the Howard Stern
show. I wasn't even the co-host.
I am the alleged phone answer.
She was making $20,000 a year.
I was not making any money.
She was making $20,000 a year.
Is it money or a job, John? Which is it?
You're on the air more than she was then. She only did the news.
That's right.
And she was making $20,000. They offered her way plus $300,000.
It's not all about the money now.
It was a 5-year deal. It was amazing money at that time of my life.
1980s money.
1980s money.
1980s money. And she came to me and said, they're doing this because they want a piece of you. And I said, you've got to do it anyway. Which is what I would have actually said to you. If Tom wouldn't come through with money, I'd say, you've got to go do it. Because you got to support your family.
And do you think Tom would have came through with...
I think maybe he would have come up with something. I don't know. I don't know how much money
if you had my experience with Tom Howell, you would never think that he would come up with
whatever. This is different.
John, we had a market. You and I dealt with what the market was for John when you and I negotiated.
But you're going to miss the last part of the story.
John, the odds of getting the Jay Leno money was about 0 to none.
Right.
I know
this
that.
is a fluke thing.
And
I wasn't going to get that kind of money to go work at NBC. And I went to work at NBC for less than
They wanted Robin to stay there to give the Grease Man
for you to make some money here.
They wanted.
I don't.
Here, this was in Washington. We had nothing. We were separating our business. She said, I will not work for the Grease Man.
I can do it.
She went to Baltimore, couldn't get a job. Finally got a job as a newswoman. God only knows what they were paying you. It was a horrible job.
Yeah, it was the same sort of deal. I was back to where I was, square one.
And I said to Robin, I swear to you, I will do everything I can to reunite us.
And question my loyalty. I've been here for 15 years.
I'm not questioning your loyalty.
I would take a punch for you.
Yeah, but you could have called me up.
How could you sit here and tell me that I haven't been loyal?
Jay,
that is unbelievable.
You could have. I didn't say you were disloyal.
All right, thank you.
I said you might have handled it a different way.
All right, well, maybe I would have. I'm not saying.
Right, I wish you luck. Listen, I wish you luck. What can I tell you? I got a great bit coming up, and now I have taken time away from people who are grieving in 6 markets of losing my show.
That really is upsetting.
Trust me, if Jay Leno goes off in 6 markets, no one's going to grieve.
One thing I wish, Howard, is that I was here to fight the good fight with you.
You have left the good fight. You have left the good fight.
You went off somewhere else.
Well, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Go to safety and security.
I
guarantee you, the government, as long as there's a Jay Leno, the government will never argue with Jay because he will never say anything to piss them off.
What do you want me to say? I'll say right.
And I do wish you luck in your family, and they're a good family.
Absolutely.
Now, we've said our goodbye to John. He's dead.
Me?
Tonight Show with Jay Leno. It's a Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Hey, John, shut up, will you? You got the job. Can't hand me the sub, will you?
It's a Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring
Kevin Eubanks, the Tonight Show Band. And I'm John Melendez. Tonight, Jay welcomes Kiefer Sutherland. From Jersey Girl, 9-year-old Raquel Castro. The music of Gary Jules. And headlines. And now, Jay Leno!
Very excited tonight. We have our new announcer today. New announcer, John Melendez today. And I must say, which makes me, I'm very excited because this means I've created one more job this year than President Bush. So I'm actually created. Now, John, you have to relax. All the monologue, he's sitting like this. Learn to relax. Are you relaxed?
Oh, Jay, I'm so relaxed.
Good. Now, stop doing that stupid announcer voice.
But I'm so happy to be here.
I'm good. Well, we're happy to have you. I'm sorry your tie must have got lost in the plane coming over. But it's nice to have you, John. Welcome. How about a nice hand for John Melendez? Thank you, John. We'll be right back with headlines and Kiefer Sutherland. Say hello to Kevin Eubanks and the Tonight Show Band.
Cash.App, $milkcratemarauder.
Me?
Venmo, @milkcratemarauder.
I'm real, okay? We're all superstars.
Shut up!